Here at Eureka College between the Eureka College Red Devils and the Knox College Prairie Fire. We would like to note again that this is the first night game in the college's history and a very special moment. As you can see, Abe Lincoln is in the middle of the field for a photo opportunity.
Red Devils were led onto the field by a cavalcade of motorcycles.
And new Eureka College students, as well as Coach Barth and his children. Really cool moment.
Great moment. Again, Nathan being the first night game here. The lights are on already.
They are.
And the turf field, obviously, is just beautiful.
It is. And you can speak on this if you would like, but there seemed to be a different energy in campus this week, with just not only amongst the football players, but as well as just the general student populace.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of anticipation, not just for this game, but for this season.
Yeah, because for those of you that don't know, the Red Devils last year were in contention for the conference championship between them, the Red Devils, and Northwestern Minnesota. The game was met with great anticipation. It didn't turn out in the Red Devils' favor, but it was a real learning experience, and I think they know what they're up against.
Yeah, I agree. Team went 8-2 last year, looking to build on that this year.
Yes.
There are high hopes in this, the Red Devils' last season in the UMAC.
Yeah. So
it's a big opener.
Better. And I think with a heavy senior presence, there's also a level of finishing what they started, because amongst this senior class, they were the first to really experience the breakout success that Coach Barth has kind of instilled as a culture. Because as some of you may know, the first few years of Barth's tenure was not necessarily the winningest, but now there's really been a culture shift from just a few short years ago.
Yeah, Coach Barth deserves a lot of credit for turning the program around. He's 37-43 in his tenure here. This is his 9th season, but 8-2 last year. And this squad in particular is a veteran group, as you just said, Nathan. They returned 19 starters from last season's 8-2 team. Several of those players were all-conference selections, and Trevor Ziebert was an all-region selection.
Yes.
I think when we look at this particular team, we have to start with the defense.
Yes.
This is a veteran group. You look at that defensive line. We'll see him in a few minutes here. Trevor Ziebert, Ray Vogel on the outside. McKay Skaggs. And then Chris Fern anchoring the defense at linebacker.
Yes.
Ross Royal is a senior safety. A lot of veteran leadership in that group, and there are high hopes for that defense. Top 20 in the nation last year. Expecting a repeat of that or better this year.
Yes. And on offense, you have...
We have a coin flip. Eureka has won the toss, and we will receive.
Thank you.
For those of you not here tonight, this is a perfect football night in Eureka.
Yes.
Temperature, Nathan, what, 70 degrees or so?
I would say so.
Light breeze, just gorgeous. Not a cloud in the sky. The lights are on. We're ready for dark to fall. Watching football under the lights for the first time.
At this time, yes, will you please direct your attention to the 25-yard line on the north end of the field. Eureka College would like to honor the memory of 2003.
We're going to take a moment of silence and honor the memory of 2003 Eureka College graduate Brian Albin, who was killed on the line of duty this summer.
As the result of a fatal crash. Albin was an All-Illini Badger Football Conference defensive lineman for the Red Devils. Please welcome Trooper Albin's parents, Bob, a Eureka College Hall of Famer, and Becky Albin. Also welcome his twin sister, Rayanne, who is a graduate of Eureka College, and her 2 daughters. Please join Eureka College and the Eureka community in observing a moment of silence For State Trooper Brian Allen. Thank you. At this time, please remain standing as the Illinois State Police Honor Guard will present our nation's colors. We ask that you address the flag for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be performed by the son of Eureka College head athletic trainer, Christopher Sharkey II.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great rendition by Christopher Sharkey II. Really special moment.
Powerful rendition there by Chris Sharkey III,
Third.
son of our trainer, Chris Sharkey. Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Those of you watching on YouTube, happy to have you tonight.
Yes.
Bear with us. We're a rookie broadcast team. Excited to be here, looking to bring you the action. As the color guard leaves the field, Nathan, any other thoughts about the contest?
Just a really special evening. I would even venture to use the word historic. Not only for it being the first game of a what is expected to be a very successful and highly anticipated season, but just in general, it being the first night game in the 127-year history and things of that nature. If we would want to get to the starters on the offensive side of the ball, we have Drew Barth at quarterback, running back Anthony Reasonover, Caleb Faber at one wide receiver, and Rhett Rondelli at another. Dom Parks, the third wide receiver spot, Josh Kuzi as well. As the kick return team comes out on the field, you have Rhett Rondelli back deep. And
along with number 9, looks like number 9,
Josh Kuzi.
Lantez Carpenter.
I'm sorry. I apologize for
the
that.
freshman, no problem.
Also back for the Red Devils, Rhett Rondelli.
So 2 freshman kick returners here, set to start this off deep for the Red Devils.
And we are underway with the swim kick. Fell on by
It's number 28, Austin McCarty, fielding the ball.
textbook cover.
Red Devils.
That's exactly what you're taught to do. Just follow on the ball. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Sophomore quarterback Drew Barth gets the start tonight.
Out of Minocqua, Illinois, HOI Conference. We've got a 4 wide receiver set, handing off to Anthony Reasonover.
Hand off to number 25, Anthony Reasonover.
For what would you call that? 5-yard?
About a 7-yard gain.
First down.
No, I'd take that back. It's a first down. That's a 10-yard gain.
Sorry. We should mention our perspective is a little different than what you would expect. So bear with us in that regard.
It's a nice start for the Red Devils. Reasonover one in motion off the right side, took the handoff, found a hole. Reasonover last year, he was the story of this game against Knox. Over 150 yards rushing,
He is
3 touchdowns.
He is now 16 yards away from being third all time.
He would go over 2,000 yards, 26 yards to get to 2,000. He might do that right now.
To the 35.
Anthony Reasonover, another big game for the Red Devils.
27-yard line. Another Red Devils. First down.
I think, Nathan, we see the game plan of the Red Devils early, run behind Reasonover.
Talking to players as well as some coaches, the playbook is what they call Lee-centric, Lee Anthony-centric.
And why not? One of the he is now top 5 in the last 40 years amongst Eureka rushers.
Off the left hip of quarterback Drew Barth.
Reasonover again.
Same thing. Breaking
Tough
one
run.
tackle.
Anthony Reasonover the ball carrier.
Right
Down
to the
44-yard line.
44-yard line.
3 on the play. Second down.
Nice little 3-yard gain.
That is. It'll be real interesting to see how they really use Drew Barth, because he is quite a mobile quarterback as well.
Drew does give you mobility. Sophomore has 1 year under his belt. We should also know too, this offensive line deserves a look. These are veteran linemen. We have Mike Slingsby, the senior, starting at left guard. Left tackle Ryan Barth, Drew Barth's brother. Jake Price at center. On the right side, Jordan Lamb at right tackle, and Tyler Wildrick at right guard, also a senior. So that O-line is a veteran group.
That it is. We have our first timeout of the contest, taken by Eureka, right?
I believe so. We're at 13:33 remaining, first quarter.
Ball on the
Red Devil ball,
45-yard line.
45-yard line of Knox. Good start to the ball game for the Red Devils.
Good start. It's worth noting the fact that this team has a slogan, "Drag the Wagon." And I think that can be noted to the grinded out attitude, and that's really what we're seeing in this first drive of just grind it down the field and hope and search for success. Find that hole.
Well, like I said, yeah, you're definitely right. Like I said, Reason over 142 yards last year in
Barth
this
back
game.
to
Barth
pass
pass.
to-
Caught. That's number 13, Dom Parks, the junior out of East Moline United. Nice pass by Drew Barth.
Nice.
Another Red Devil. First down.
Nice out route there.
Right now, this Knox defense is back on its heels.
It is.
And you can see what the run does, Nathan. It opens up the pass, obviously.
It opens up the pass and it gives us many more options. Because even though it is based around Reason over, there is a great amount of speed on the outside.
Yeah, this receiving core is something we can talk about as we look at another 1st and 10 from the 29 of Knox.
Handoff to
This goes to Rondinelli.
Rondinelli.
Rondinelli breaks free. He's gone.
And that's a Red Devil touchdown. Rhett
Is he in?
Rondinelli.
He is in. Rhett Rondinelli, 29-yard run off the right side.
The freshman out of
Number 34.
He's out of Indiana.
Indiana.
He's out of Chesterton. And I'll tell you what, there are high hopes for this young man. You can see it right there, Nate.
Just raw speed. There's nothing else you can ask for.
He's got a fast 40 time, and you could see the burst on that play.
Yeah. Straight off the line. Just
You could not draw that up better.
Tanner.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that gives a nice change of pace from the Anthony having those two in the backfield.
Tanner Kuhn, the sophomore out of Princeton, to kick it, and it is good.
What a start. 3 minutes into this game, the Red Devils lead at 7-0.
And you can definitely tell there's a sense of urgency to set the pace of the game and just ride it out. This it'll be real interesting to see how the defense plans to attack this Knox offense that's led by the senior quarterback.
Yeah, I would think the run is going to be difficult. We'll find out in a minute. But this, like I said, this defense is veteran. This Red Devil defense is a veteran group, and they're going to be tough against the run, and also likely against the pass. But I think with a senior quarterback and a senior wide receiver in Patrick Marzolino, who had over 100 yards receiving last year, I'm guessing that's the Knox game plan. We'll find out.
We will find out, that's for sure.
But if you're a Red Devil fan, it doesn't get much better than what we just saw.
Really can't.
And that's a quick strike.
I was talking to a few of the players, and a quote from one of them was hard and fast. If we can get a fast-paced set, they are very anxious and will be very successful, is what the hope is in that locker room. Sees the hole, bit of a hole there for the Knox returner.
Gets out to about the 29 on the return. It's number 28.
Joey Ogier.
Joey Ogier on the return, yeah. Here comes our Red Devil defense onto the field.
Led by Chris Friend, the senior out of Washington, Illinois.
Got Trevor Zebert at one end, senior out of Crete Moni. At the other end, senior Ray Vogel out of Bartonville Limestone. Brian Bukowski, the sophomore, gets the start at defensive tackle. And McKay Skaggs on the other side, the 6'5 junior out of Farmington with the start. There's a handoff, Nate.
Two.
Looks like number 22. We have a flag on the play. Brandon Westfall, he goes nowhere.
See how the penalty affects the spot of the ball.
It's a sophomore out of Rock Falls, Brandon Westfall. And that's going to be on the Red Devils. I did not see the signal.
I did not either.
I'm going to assume looks like defensive holding.
Hold up, hold up.
Hold on. We might have a change of call here. Tailback in the backfield, behind the senior quarterback. Hands off again, run, and quickly taken down by that Red Devil defense.
It's number 22, Brandon Westfall, again on the carry.
I have a feeling that's a name you're going to be hearing a lot, is Brandon Westfall.
Looks like he's definitely getting the start here in the backfield. That's a 4-yard gain. Knox splits 2 receivers wide.
Takes a snap, hands off again. And that's a stop by a host of Red Devils. Still gains.
Initially tripped up by the Red Devils, number 98, Ray Vogel.
Vogel got there first with the wrap-up for the Red Devils.
It'll be
Third down, Prairie Fire.
3rd down and 6 from the 48 for Knox.
What would you venture to guess the game plan is for this defense? Just
I think seek and destroy, Nathan.
I think that's a
Keep
fair.
it simple.
Find ball, see ball, find ball, see ball, hit ball.
Find ball. Westfall on the run. He is stacked up. He goes nowhere. Right into the heart of that Eureka defense.
Brought down by a slew of Red Devils.
It's like Bunkowski and Skaggs in
No
there.
gain on the play. 4th down, Prairie Fire.
4th down and 6.
Punter is on.
Punter is on.
Back to return is 34, Rondinelli.
It'll be real interesting to see how Rondinelli does in open space.
He's definitely fast. I know this coaching staff is high on him. They kick away from him. He will not get a return. Looks like it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Ball coming out to the 25-yard line. And I have a feeling that it's just the same game plan here of just hand it off and see what happens. Not discounting the arm of Jubar, but as the old adage goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, you know, last year's game was run heavy. Only 55 yards passing for the Red Devils.
Yes.
Not that it will be that way tonight, but I think you definitely try and run first. Set things up, try and open this field up.
Yep.
Handoff goes to Reason over on the left side.
Breaks one tackle. Forced out of bounds.
25 Anthony Reason over the ball carrier.
Stretches out for about a gain of 5.
Gain of 6 on the play.
6.
2nd down and 4, Red Devils.
So 2nd down and 4. I do think it's worth mentioning too. I was talking to Lee Anthony today, and this week, and asked him, how are you feeling? He said, better than ever. It really seemed to me that the attitude in the weight room was to build on the success. It is that way for every team.
Bart the pass here, Nate.
There we go.
Pass is caught.
Looks
like number 8. That's Colby Crittenden, the tight end, freshman out of Dunlap. He's a big tight end, 6'5", 230.
Down at the 31-yard line. 1st down, Red Devils.
Shows you another weapon there, Nate, the Red Devils have.
It does.
Yeah, to build on your comment, I think obviously Lee Anthony, reason over his health is imperative to this team.
Yeah.
Whole team seems healthy right now. Obviously, it's the first game of the year, but they had a good summer of workouts and have had a great August of practices. They're ready to go. You can see it tonight. Parks in motion here. Handoff again to Reason over.
Fighting, spitting, just about broke a tackle. Tackle by number 10, Mario Whitley.
Junior linebacker out of St. Louis, Loud Horton Watkins High School. 2nd down and 9, Nathan on the 32 of the Red Devils.
Looks like we have a...
Please set the play clock to 40 seconds.
It appeared to be that Michael Slingsby seemed to be favoring the right foot running off the field, so we'll keep track of
I
that.
didn't see that. Yeah, that's we'll have to check on that.
Reason over off the left hip. Barth takes it himself and dives.
Quarterback Weaver Drew Ball.
Not much there on that run.
No. So that'll
Maybe a yard, maybe nothing.
So that'll set down
Loss of 2.
third down and second.
Third down and 11.
Third down and 11.
Jed Vance and Michael Menard split to the right here. Looks like Rondinelli maybe on the left. Switch that, Menard just shifted. Shotgun, Barth back to pass.
Look left.
Rondinelli with the catch, nowhere to go.
Oops.
He'll be tackled in the backfield for a loss. Brings up 4th down for the Red Devils.
4th down, and we'll get to see for the
Loss of 5 on the play.
get to see the punting unit led by number 24 Colin Imany, the senior out of Spring Valley.
Looks like this might be Drayton Purvis back to punt number 2.
I apologize.
Punting for the Red Devils.
It's a fair apology, I think.
Purvis.
I mean, he did have the punting duties last year. This looks like Purvis, though.
It does. With the
It is
boot
Purvis. That's a nice kick.
and breaks one tackle.
Fair catch not called. Red Devils right on top of that returner. And he will be brought down immediately at about the 43-yard line
Yes, that he will.
of Knox. We're at 6:44 to play here in the first quarter. The Red Devils lead the Prairie Fire 7-0 on a 25-yard touchdown run by freshman Rhett Rondinelli. For those of you just joining us. Beautiful night here again for football on this turf field. Lights are on. Couldn't ask for much more. Shotgun. McCaffrey rolls to his left. Pass.
Throws.
Oh,
One-handed. No.
that pass is incomplete, but boy, what an effort
That was
by the receiver 13. That's Martwain Holmes out of Lansing.
That was a great just show of athleticism by
It
him.
was. Looked like an Odell Beckham play there for a second. He
did.
went up with one hand. But incomplete, and brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 42. McCaffrey again. Now coming under center. Nope, just in the shotgun.
Looks like maybe changing the play.
Changing the play. We have 4 receiver split.
Takes the snap. Looks, throws.
Look at that pressure. Oh, it's batted down. Batted down by 83. It's Trevor Siebert. Looks like a flag, though.
Batted down by number 83, Trevor Siebert.
I take that back. There is no flag.
3rd down, Prairie Fire.
Nathan, that play there shows you how dangerous this Red Devil defense
it really
is.
does.
Siebert was in the backfield before McCaffrey could do anything.
Yeah. It will be really, really interesting to see how this Prairie Fire offense handles this what seems to be explosive Red Devil defense.
Yeah, they haven't handled it at all so far. You're right. Can they find an answer? They're splitting 4 again. They're going to try and throw. That's their only hope, I think, here.
Looks,
McCaffrey
throws.
again back to throw. He's scrambling. He can do that. Breaks free. He's going to have a 1st down on that run.
That was a.
Quarterback keeper for the Prairie Fire, number 11.
I'm not. Would you say that was a design run, or that was just a look through all your checkdowns and?
It didn't look like a design draw.
But it does show you that McCaffrey does have a fair amount of speed.
McCaffrey's a good quarterback, no question. They threw for 265 yards in this game last year. He's a senior. He's seen pressure before.
Hands off. Wrapped up by.
Looks like
Uh-oh. We might have a Red Devil down.
that's Ray Vogel. Ray Vogel's back up.
Number 28, Joey Archer.
Might have just gotten rolled on wrong.
38 yards.
Ball's on the 38-yard line of the Red Devils. Knox is moving the ball now.
They are.
Second 10, second 3, apologize.
Braden Westfall back. True I formation. Hands off.
Oh, he
And
stacked up.
Strung out.
Red Devils swarm to the ball there. That brings up a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 situation.
Yeah. If you were the Prairie Fire offensive coordinator, what would you do? Because the pass seems to be working, but it's a typical running down.
Tough spot. I think you have to rely on McCaffrey. He's back in the shotgun. You have to trust him to make the read, and he has the legs. We've seen it.
Looks, throws.
He's under pressure again. He does get it off, and it is complete to number 80. That's Dalton James. The junior. That was a nice play by McCaffrey. He had a Red Devil at his ankles and got the throw off on the numbers.
True show of
31-yard line. 1st and 10.
True show of pocket poise and.
Yeah, it's a senior quarterback that's been through some battles. We're at the 31 now. Knox is moving the ball here. 1st and 10. 4:38 left in the first quarter.
It's a good showing of resiliency after an explosive play by the Red Devil offense, but
see if this Red Devil defense can stiffen here. McCaffrey throwing. He's hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete.
Number
intended
22.
For, looks like 24 to me.
Sorry. Bo Gable.
Believe so. Again, there's pressure up the middle on that play. 23 Malik Hamilton. Sorry, Nate. We are not in the press box tonight. We're down a little bit lower. It is hard to see the numbers. Apologize to the fans watching at home.
It gives it a different sense to be right in front of the band.
Hopefully this is coming through okay on YouTube. We're not watching a live feed. We can't hear anything. McCaffrey dumps it off to the running back, 22. He is stacked up by Chris Friend. Nowhere to go. Great play by Friend. That's Osier.
Stacked up for a loss, I think.
Brought down in the backfield by number 43, Chris Friend.
Chris Friend sniffed that out immediately. Chris Friend is a dangerous weapon for the Red Devils, and he appears to be healthy and hungry this year. 3rd down, another big 3rd down here.
3rd down and
This is a 3rd and 10 for Knox. McCaffrey back again in the shotgun.
3rd and 12. Sorry.
3rd and 12, correction. 4-receiver split. McCaffrey back to throw. He throws deep. That ball is long and incomplete. We do have a flag, however. It's almost certainly pass interference. Wow.
See what the call is here.
Pass interference.
That is pass interference on the Red Devils.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That's on Trayvon Moore, the sophomore cornerback. Hard to tell from this vantage point. They did call the penalty, however, so that'll be a 1st down for Knox. They will move forward to the 23-yard line. McCaffrey back in the shotgun again. 2-receiver split. 22 Westfall in the backfield.
Looking for the hole, struck out. First Red Devils there was Ray Vogel.
Vogel again.
Brought down in the backfield by number 98, Ray Vogel.
And that's Osier, not Westfall. My correction there.
Apologies.
Osier
Ball be spotted on the 20-yard
looks to be hobbled slightly on the play. And he's going to come off.
2nd down and 12, Prairie Fire.
And there's an example. You try to run to the outside against this Red Devil unit. You have some size and you have speed on the outside.
You really do.
Vogel and Siebert, 6'4", 6'5", but they can move. They can actually drop back into coverage. And you saw it there. Ray Vogel got to that back in a hurry.
Yeah. Really strung it out and sniffed it out. takes the ball, rolls out, looks, throws, and throws it out of bounds. So that will be a 3rd and 12.
Nothing there, throws it into the rocks. This will be another 3rd and 12, Nate. Another big down for the Red Devil defense from their own 20-yard line. Again, we're at 2:30 left in the first quarter. Red Devils lead 7-0 here.
A really fast-paced quarter, it feels like.
Yeah, agree. Great ball game here early.
It is.
Red Devils scored quickly. Knox is answering here with the drive, helped out by that pass interference penalty.
Looks left, throws down the middle.
Pass is caught
Quickly.
at the goal line. That's a nice pass and catch.
That is a good pass.
McCaffrey put that ball on the numbers for Marzolino in between 2 Red Devil defenders. And that's an example, I think, of what the senior quarterback is capable of. That was a nice throw.
That was a very crisp, clean.
And Knox will have 1st and goal from the 1 here.
This
Chance to tie this game up.
It'll be our first look at the Red Devil goal line defense here.
It's a handoff, and he's not going to get in. Stacked up.
I can see a number on that. Can you
Looks
see
like looks like Friend coming in.
2nd down and goal.
Did not see the initial tackle. Chris Friend cleaned it up. It'll be 2nd and goal here for Knox. Tried to bounce it to the outside, and there was nothing there.
There was nothing there.
We have 22 Westfall and Osier in the backfield now.
So we'll
see if they try and run over that right side behind the fullback.
on the right.
It is, and he is in for the touchdown. That's 22 Westfall. 1-yard touchdown run.
Number 28, Joey.
I apologize. That's Osier on the handoff with the touchdown for Knox. Can't see those numbers.
You really can't. So to the Knox fans that couldn't make it, we apologize for the mix-up on the names here early, but as the game progresses, we will do our best to become more familiar.
It's mostly my fault, Nate. You don't have to say anything. I apologize. The extra point is good. This game's tied. Knox has answered here. Yeah, there's a minute 9 left in the first.
Jesus Flores
Red
with
Devils
the
7. Hurry Fire 7.
junior.
So despite the early trouble moving the ball, that's a sustained drive there from Knox, and they do dump it in.
Yeah.
And we've got a ball game.
We do.
Again, it is a little bit surreal to me to be looking at this turf field. If you're not here, I don't know how this is showing on YouTube, but it is a sight to behold. Just a gorgeous new turf. Red Devil logo in the middle. It's a testament really to the alumni and everyone else who donated to this. Just a beautiful, beautiful field. Lights are up and on. Gorgeous evening here.
Gorgeous. Talking to Coach Barth over the summer, he said when he was being recruited back in the 90s, it was promised to him by then Coach Tully that the turf was coming. Here we are nearly 25 years later, and here we are.
Here we are. Kickoff, kick short. Did not see the returner, but maybe a 5-yard return. Red Devils will have a 1st and 10.
Returned by number 5, Jake Jepson.
That's Jepson on the return. They'll be at the 29, their own 29.
Ball will be spotted at the 29.
To start the drive, Barth back out under center for the Red Devils.
First down, Red Devils.
See if this offense can move the ball again.
Will be interesting.
Kuzi split wide right for the Red Devils. Looks like Rondinelli split left.
Looks
Barth
left.
back to pass deep.
Deep ball to
Nothing there.
nothing.
That's intended for number 21, Brett Charlton.
Brett Charlton.
Charlton, we should mention, was not practicing earlier in the week. He did have somewhat of a pulled muscle in his leg. The the local product of Eureka High
Eureka
School.
High School, and it should be noted, sprinter. He brings a lot of speed to that outside. State
does.
champion track athlete. And a capable receiver, had some nice touchdown catches last year for the Red Devils. Here's a handoff to Reasono.
Keeper.
Keeper, my fault. Barth
Dude,
faked me out. Barth on the run. Over the 40, down to the 35, down to the 32. Drew Barth, great run for the quarterback.
That fooled even us.
Option keeper, I thought Reasonover had it. Barth up the middle. Great run for Drew Barth. And that shows you the mobility that Barth brings at quarterback. And with size, that's a 6'3", 200-pound plus quarterback with legs.
And it should be noted that they do have to get one play off before the end of the quarter.
You got 24 seconds clock running here. Out of the shotgun, this does go to Reasonover over the right side.
Looks for one hole, breaks
Tough
one
run.
tackle. To the number 25, the Anthony Reasonover to the 26-yard line.
4 on the play.
Bit of a blind spot for us here in the stands.
Looked like he was stacked up initially, Nate, and then second effort picked up a few yards.
That'll end the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Red Devil 7.
A real action-packed.
I agree. Great first quarter of football. Offensive football. We're tied at 7.
It'll be real. They're in a accelerated pace by both squads in the first quarter.
Yeah, I agree. A couple of notes for those of you tuning in late. Anthony Reasonover has gone over 2,000 yards in his career, and he's the 5th leading rusher in the last 40 years for Eureka College. He has over 2,000 yards. Andy Swenson 4th, Eric Leeser 3rd, Greg McBroom 2nd, Derek Harris 3,300 career yards. Reasonover will have a shot at that record, I believe. He is only a junior. He has another year.
Health is key for him, though. If he can stay healthy, the possibilities are endless. And we have just been handed the stats for the first quarter. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure, let's look at Eureka College. Drew Barth passing 3 for 4, 15 yards. Rondinelli with the 29-yard touchdown run looked great, showed a burst of speed.
And on
Reasonover has 6 carries, 44 yards. On the Knox side, Nate?
on the Knox side, you have 13 yards rushing by Matt McCaffrey. Backed up.
We have a run and a tackle for no gain. Barth is dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback keeper Drew Barth.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line.
McCaffrey passing, Nate, in the first quarter.
McCaffrey passing, sorry. Let me find 3 for 7 for 25 yards, 19 in one play.
Barth handoff to Reasonover over the left side.
Looking for that hole.
Trying to stretch, nowhere to go. Stacked up by a host of Prairie Fire defenders. And they will not get the first down. See what the decision is here. So bring up 4th down for the Red Devils.
Watching the scrimmage last week, it should be noted that the sophomore kicker, Tanner Cooney, does have field goal ability, but
well, we're going for it on 4th down here. You're right, but this is 4th and 12, and
I think it's a bit of a
that'd be a 48-yard attempt. Now they're going to go for it. Barth in the shotgun.
Looks left,
He's
throws
throwing.
left. Can't exactly see where the ball
Pass
is.
is caught. We don't see the spot. Looked like that defender may have had a piece of jersey prior to the catch, but nonetheless, catch made. And that is a first down.
First down.
Could not see the receiver on that, just out of our sight line here. We've got 21 Charlton split left. Quentin Lake, the freshman in the slot. Barth scrambling. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on that play. That brings up 2nd and 10 here. Just into the second quarter here on McKenzie Field.
The lights are starting to take full effect. Really get to see the full effect of the new utilities.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's a very different feel watching a Red Devil football game at night.
Takes you back to high school, the high school football atmosphere.
Yeah, it does have that feel, but I'll tell you, this crowd is a college crowd. There are people standing all around this field. Barth out of the shotgun again, drops back. He's throwing into the end zone.
And just out of the reach, or it could have been overthrown.
Passes, yeah, incomplete, definitely too long. That's intended for number 9, Josh Kuzi.
Josh Kuzi, another HOI product.
Junior out of, yes, Hayworth High School, HOI.
I think a fun fact is Barth did most of his recruiting for this team out of the central Illinois area. He had between 7 and 10 recruits were the only out of.
Barth throwing again, Nate, and this one's caught, and it is
just short of
the goal line, but what a throw from Barth. That pass goes to number 10, Jeremiah Vance, the senior out of Havana. Great throw by Barth, and he had time to throw that ball. And the Red Devils are on the goal line here, looking to score again. 1st and goal. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nate. You're right. This is a local team, and Vance is a great example, local product out of Havana.
Yeah. And when Barth first took this job at his alma mater, he was quoted as saying he wanted to build an all-star team out of the central Illinois area.
Yeah, that play's whistle dead for those of you watching.
See what the purpose was.
It's got to be a false. Shouldn't speculate. It is a false start, however.
Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty.
That's on the sophomore Matt Sutton, the wide receiver, split right. Must have moved. That'll bring it back 5 yards to the 6-yard line of Knox. 2nd and 6 now for the Red Devils. 19 Favre coming in. We've got number 8 Colby Crittenden, the big tight end on a Dunlap. He will line up, and then on the outside is 19 Favre split wide right. Pitch to Reasonover. He cuts it back up the middle. He is tackled.
25 Anthony Reasonover, the ball carrier.
Is that a direct snap? I could not.
No, I think that was a pitch.
Ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line.
Pitch to the right side. Reasonover picks up 2. He gets down to the 4. It's now 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal for the Red Devils.
See if they can punch it in here.
It's a situation where I think you need to score. Move the ball down. Obviously need to score, but we'll see what happens here. Third and goal. Brett Charlton split right. Kuzi split left for the Red Devils.
Reasonover on the left hip.
Looks like Don Parks in the slot. It's a pass. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Number 44, Wesley Burris, the sophomore out of the backfield.
Number 44.
Catch and run. Touchdown, Red Devils. Well-designed play. Nobody picked up Burris at all.
I think it should be noted that on this drive, it was a real showing of the dual threat attack of the Red Devil offense.
I'll tell you what, this offense, not to say it was a question mark, but really it's the defense that's the story, but it is the offense so far here.
We have a whistle dead. Sorry.
Extra point, whistle dead. It is the offense that has shown, I think, so far.
Yeah.
Defense is playing well, but this offense is moving the ball, and if you're a Red Devil fan, that is very, very encouraging.
We have a false start on the Red Devils. Couldn't quite get the number.
Back the extra point up here.
5 yards.
Kicker is 82, Tanner Cooney. You were talking about him earlier, Nate. He's got a leg. Shouldn't be a problem for him. We'll see. Kick is up, and he proves me right. It's right through the center of the uprights. And that makes our score Eureka 14, Knox 7. 10:33 left in the second quarter here. And as I was saying, I think if you're a Red Devil fan, you have to be encouraged by this offense so far. We've seen some new weapons too. Wes Burris really didn't see the field much last year. He catches the touchdown there. The freshman Rondinelli getting in the mix early. And the sophomore Drew Barth looking good early for the Red Devils.
He did split time last year.
Yeah, with Colton Johnson, the senior.
Production Specialties Incorporated.
It's a nice luxury to have. There's depth on this Red Devil team.
There is.
Not just at quarterback, but at a lot of these positions. We've got 40 new Red Devil players, a great recruiting class for Coach Barth, and he's excited about these young guys. And you're seeing it tonight.
Yeah.
Some of them are on the field.
He did say that the depth chart was not set up on time spent here. It's strictly on ability. So and I think that shows here.
Yeah, these guys are getting an opportunity to show what they can do. There's a kickoff deep. It will be returned.
Returnable.
Looks like 28 Auger.
Finds a hole, but stacked up quickly.
Yeah, that hole closed very quickly. Decent return for Auger. He's out across the 30.
Kickoff return by the Prairie Fires, number 28, Joey Osher. Ball is spotted at the 26-yard line. First and 10, Prairie Fires.
Don't know how well you can hear it, but the Red Devil band directly behind us.
Quality Red Devil band.
Quality.
Led by world-class conductor David Commande. Nice to have them in attendance tonight.
It is. Handoff off the right side, strung out, and
nowhere to go. That's 22 Westfall.
I think it should be noted we're on a night game at a very intimate setting that is McKenzie Field. I think there was a slight concern whether the updates and improvements would affect the play. Sorry.
Done a nice job here on this field for sure.
Yes.
Oh, that's a deep pass. That's going to be caught for Knox. That's number 15, Marzolino again. You can see his speed on that. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Nate.
Oh, you're fine.
This was a summer project, this field. You're correct. And it did go up until the beginning of August. And when did this turf go in? Pretty recently.
Yeah, pretty recently.
But it is in and it is nice. I walked out there today. It's a great turf field. But you're right. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Because I don't know if you as an audience can see, but there are people on the hill.
22 Westfall. He goes over the right side for very little. He's stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
22 Braden Westfall, the ball carrier for the Prairie Fire.
I think it should be noted that you've seen it in plays by the Prairie Fire that they're a very athletic team. It's not.
Yeah, I agree. They definitely have weapons. This offense is doing some work against a very, very good, as we've said, Red Devil defense. McCaffrey back in the shotgun.
Takes it. Finds a hole, but wrapped up additionally by
22 Braden Westfall, the ball carrier.
Looks like 93 Alex Lamont, the freshman. And there's another freshman that I know this coaching staff is high on. He's out of Leroy High School, a 6'4", 230-pound defensive lineman, defensive end. And he's seeing some time on the field now. So for those of you, we don't have a score up on YouTube. We're in the second quarter, 8 minutes remaining in the second. It's Eureka 14, Knox 7. Knox ball from the Red Devil 36, 2nd and 7 here. McCaffrey in the shotgun.
Takes it, looks, evades one tackle. Thrown quickly out of bounds.
Nowhere to go, dumped off, incomplete. You could see the pressure there, Nathan, right in front of us. McCaffrey did well to get out of that sack.
Extending the play.
Extended the play, trying to make something happen, but there's nothing downfield. Chris Friend is just an attack dog in there on that, breaking through. And this brings up a 4th down here for Knox from the 36. Looks like they're going to go for it.
It appears
they're in that no man's lane. Can't really punt from here. Too long for a field goal. 4th and 7.
Here we go.
4 receiver split. Eureka crowd making some noise. I hear the cowbell going off.
Yep.
McCaffrey in the shotgun.
Taken. Quickly hit.
Nice play by Trayvon Martin, number 14, to break that up.
Good coverage.
Chris Friend was right in McCaffrey's face on that. The
Immediately.
Pass, he was. The pass was there, but that was Trayvon Martin really made a nice play on the receiver and the ball there, on the ball, and broke it up. But you can see McCaffrey under duress. And this is going to be Red Devil ball, 1st and 10 from the Knox 36. 7 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second quarter. See if the Red Devils can get a drive going again here. Maybe score again before the half. Take a 2-touchdown lead. We'll see.
Will be interesting.
Barth in the shotgun. This handoff goes to Rondinelli over the right side. Nate, he breaks free. What a run, Rhett Rondinelli, the freshman.
Very impressive.
Wow. He's touched the ball twice, and they've both been big runs, and you can see his speed. That is a burst of speed from the freshman. That's exciting. That's a different look than Leanthony Reasonover gives you. Not that Leanthony's not fast, but that's straight line speed right there.
Yeah.
Reasonover back in. Barth out of the shotgun. Reasonover in the backfield. Charlton split left. Got a receiver in motion for the Red Devils.
Barth keeper.
Quarterback keeper number 11, Drew Barth.
Nice little gain there for Barth.
Good for Red Devil. First down.
It's going to move the chains, Nate. Red Devil first down here again, moving the ball. Knox 34. 44, Burris checks back into the, no, he comes off the field.
Yeah. Josh Kuzi, I do believe. Josh Kuzi, yes.
Kuzi in, Burris the old-fashioned, bring the play in from the sideline, I guess, and then get off the field. Shotgun again, Rondinelli and Reasonover in the backfield now for the Red Devils.
Just a look.
Triple option, Barth keeps. About a 3-yard gain, Nate.
3 yards to the cloud of dust.
Cloud of rubber pellets.
3 on the play.
On the turf.
Yes.
2nd down and 7 from the 20.
It's a turf joke, Nate.
Yeah, I know.
Having some fun here tonight, and why not? What a great night for a game.
Fantastic.
Red Devil lead, moving the ball here again. Putting the Knox defense back on its heels.
We did finish the deck.
Yeah.
Got a new roof.
Whistle. Stopping play. Timeout.
Timeout Knox. And why not? You've got Rondinelli and Reasonover in the backfield staring at you. Just to recap the scoring here for those of you who might have joined late. First quarter, Rhett Rondinelli, the freshman, nice 29-yard touchdown run for the Red Devils. Started the scoring, extra point good. 7-0 lead. Knox did answer on a 1-yard run by Joey Auger. Tied the game, 7-7. Then in the second quarter, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm guessing a 3-yard pass from Drew Barth to sophomore Wesley Burris. Makes the score, Eureka 14, Knox 7. We're at 5 minutes and 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. Lost your stats. You don't need them, Nate. I have a copy.
He's got a copy. We're good.
He doesn't need them. Thank you.
Sorry. That's just a representation of where we are amongst the fans.
Back to football. Reasonover and Rondinelli in the backfield again. Same formation. Snap. Barth the throw. Pumps and fires.
Going.
Pass is incomplete. Number 19, Caleb Fauver went up for it. Another freshman out of Salt Fork. Brother of Colton Fauver.
Yep.
Couldn't bring it down, and that brings up 3rd and 7 for the Red Devils.
Maybe it is Peoria.
Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
I
and
do.
7
I don't
from the
know this for a
20 Red
fact. However, I think there are 3 sets of brothers on this team. Fun.
Interesting trivia question. I'll have to look that up. I can think of one. Well, you got the bars. There's 2, obviously, right? And there's a handoff to Reason over the right side.
And picks
Little
up.
juke move, but not much there.
25, Anthony Reason over the ball carrier. Knocked out of
You
bounds
have
near
the Barth
19-yard line.
brothers.
Maybe a gain of 1 there, Nate. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Fauver brothers, Barth brothers. Who's the 3rd?
Vance brothers.
Thank you.
Vance
You're
twins.
right.
4th down, Red Devils.
4th down.
4th down. and-
Barth's coming off. Looks like we might be looking at a field goal attempt here, and we are. This is Tanner Cooney again, the kicker that Nate, you said you saw him kick in the scrimmage, and he has a leg. This will be about a 37-yard attempt.
Got to get it off quick here.
Snap, kick is up.
And
It is
Good.
good. No, it is no good. Look good.
Ooh.
Goal is no good.
We apologize.
Commentators need to wait for the call, apparently. Just
Thank you,
short.
Eureka College football alumni. At this time, we ask that you please report to the bottom of the ramp.
Boy, it looked
at the north
accurate.
end
Did
of
not
the
have the
bleachers
distance, so
near the Lincoln Bowl trophy. Once again, Eureka College football
Red Devils fail to
alumni, at
score
this
on that
time,
kick.
Please report to the
Turnover
bottom
out
of
of
the ramp
bounds.
at the north end of the home bleachers near the Lincoln Bowl trophy. Thank you.
Knox takes over
First.
at their own 20. 1st and 10. 5 minutes left in the second. McCaffrey looks like he'll be back in the shotgun for every play. No need for me to keep saying that. There's a handoff up the middle. Short gain.
See what they call it here.
Looks like 28 Ogier. He stacked up.
Ball carrier for the Prairie Fire, number 28, Joey Osher.
Ogier. I need to get that right.
Ogier.
Ogier.
Sorry.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6, Prairie Fire.
Spelled like auger, I say Ogier, and it's Ogier.
Bit of a tomato moment.
Yeah. Absolutely. Again, we're a rookie broadcast team if you haven't noticed. Snap, keeper, McCaffrey over the left side. Breaks free,
Breaks free.
into the clear. He's going over the midfield, 40-35. Brought down at the 30. Nice run, McCaffrey, Knox.
That was.
Quarterback keeper for the Prairie Fire.
Can't exactly say it was a design run, but
That's about a 45-yard run. You can see what McCaffrey's capable of there. I don't know. He tucked that pretty quickly, Nate. That might have been a design draw. Not to
Ball
question
spotted, 29-yard.
your football acumen, but that was right up the middle.
yeah.
We've got 3 receivers split wide. Snap, McCaffrey rolling.
Rolls. And
Pass caught. Looks like 34 on the catch. That's Cody Hipp, the senior out of Crown Point, Indiana. Didn't get much.
Complete to number 84, Brendan Powers.
84, Brendan Powers, correction.
Second down and 7.
Second and 6. The Red Devil 26 for Knox. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the second quarter. McCaffrey back. He takes the snap.
gives it. Waits for the hole and finds.
Hand off to 28. That's Ogier. He will not have a first down. Just short. Friend on the tackle.
Brings up a
Third down
Third
and
and
1.
one.
Prairie Fire.
Probably 4 down territory here.
I would venture to say so.
Challenge for the Red Devil defense here. Can they keep Knox out of the end zone at the end of the second quarter here? Keep the lead.
3 minutes.
Ogier in the backfield again.
Counting.
Single back. It will be Ogier on the carry. Oh, he is stacked up right away. Poster Red Devils.
On carry number 28, Joey Osher.
That's 83 Zebert in on the tackle, 14 Martin, the cornerback, swarming in.
As well as Chris Friend.
Chris Friend was there, as always. Names we're going to be calling, have called a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the fourth and 1 for Knox. This is obviously a big play here. 4th and 3, that was a loss of 2.
3.
Red Devil defense, this is what they've been waiting for all summer. 4th and 3 on the 22, here we go. McCaffrey again, shotgun. Ozier goes out to the right, empty set. We have a timeout. From Eureka, looks like.
Eureka.
Talk things over. Ozier came out of the backfield and lined up as a receiver there.
The line I heard a lot is the practice is over, the meetings are over. It's time to put it all out there.
Game night, yeah, this is what you look for. Especially exciting to be on a team that's has the potential to maybe win this conference. Picked 4th in the UMAC, but I'll tell you what, with all this senior leadership, as we've talked about, this could really be a special year. You can feel the energy. You're right, Nate. These guys are ready to go. You can see it. There's an air of confidence about this team. I'll tell you what, though, Knox is hanging in here. This is never an easy game, the Lincoln Bowl. This is a game of pride between these two schools. And it's a big 4th down here, 4th and 3.
4th and 3, lined up.
4th down, Knox.
We got Ozier lined up. No, Ozier in motion. Handoff short to Westfall. He is stacked up. He will not get the first down. Eureka defense stiffens and holds.
Turnover on down.
Nice play by the entire Red Devil defense, basically. So that was Ozier in motion, but the handoff up the middle to Westfall, and he's brought down short of the first down. And Nate, there you see just how dangerous this Red Devil defense can be.
21-yard line. 1st and 10, Red
You know, they're
Devils.
put back on their heels there. Knox moves the ball down the field. McCaffrey busts a big run, and the Red Devils don't fold.
No, it's...
If you're Knox, it looks like the Matt McCaffrey show right now. Ozier's a good back, but McCaffrey really is having to make things happen. Looks like we've got a new quarterback in here, Nate.
Is that Colton?
It's a draw play, ball fumbled.
Colton Johnson
Did
keeps
get
a
it
hold
back.
of it.
Johnson on the, looks like a design draw. Yeah, Colton Johnson, the senior now in at quarterback. Drew Barth, the sophomore, got the start. But again, you mentioned earlier, we saw a platoon situation last year where both guys saw action.
Both have the ability. It's
Both good quarterbacks. They give you different looks. Johnson back in the shotgun with Reason over in the backfield. He will throw.
Ooh!
Pass drop, but it looked like he might have been out of bounds. That was 21 Charlton trying to come back in and catch it, but that pass was high.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Got a minute 25 left here in the second. 3rd and 12. Red Devils are on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah.
And this is a situation where, you know, you need to get some yards. You don't want to punt anywhere near your goal line here and give Knox a chance. So if you can make something happen here.
Which we've seen they
you
do
need to
have
do
the
it.
ability.
Looks like Knox is showing blitz, and they back out of it.
Back out.
Handoff Reason over. He gets stacked up and hit hard. That's a nice play by the Knox defense.
Nice play.
It's almost like they were sitting on the draw, and it did go to Reason over, and he went nowhere on that run. And this is a bit of a tough spot. Red Devils will be forced to punt here from about their own, looks like the 14, Nate.
Timeout, Knox. Second charge, timeout of the half. Game clock to 1:17. 17.
See what the Knox College 2-minute drill has to offer.
Yeah, that's what we're going to see. It's going to be a punt, and we'll see if they bring rushers and try and get to this punt, or if they set the return. Drayton Purvis on again to punt. He's a new punter this season for the Red Devils. Cullen Imany saw action last year, as you mentioned earlier. Cullen's going over to cornerback. Looks like Drayton has taken over the punting duties. He will punt from
his own end zone.
Yeah, from the end zone goal line here. Ooh, oh boy, they almost got to it. They didn't though. Oh, dropped and nope. I don't know what happened there. I did not see a fair catch called. I don't think there was a signal. Looked like the Knox returner dropped the ball.
Did appeared to be.
Then recovered, so no harm, no foul. But nonetheless, it'll be Knox ball, and this will be the 2-minute drill, Nate. The minute 16 drill to be specific. See if Knox can do anything.
Near the 43-yard line.
From the 43-yard line, the Red Devils, they have time. And I think they have 2 timeouts. There isn't a timeout on the scoreboard.
It'll be interesting to see because we've seen a lot of quick drives, but we've also seen grinded out drives.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, this Knox team has weapons. No question about it. McCaffrey continues to operate out of the shotgun. He will throw deep.
Hooks.
10 for 13. It's overthrown. Incomplete.
Number 13, Marchwayne Holmes, the intended receiver.
Covered by 14, the sophomore Trayvon Martin, and he's our strong side cornerback. He was all UMAC conference last year as a freshman, and he's only going to get better. You could see it there. He ran step for step with Holmes. Ball was overthrown, but again, good coverage by the cornerback Martin. 2nd and 10 now for Knox from the 43. It's like a blitz. Ziebert trying to blitz. McCaffrey rolling to his left. On the run.
There's a flag.
He will duck out of bounds.
Flag on the play. We'll see what that does.
I'm going to guess holding if it's thrown in that spot generally.
That would be my feeling too.
But I should probably learn to wait for the call.
And they are.
Holding. Offense.
It is a hold on Knox.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
10-yard penalty. We have 1:04 left in the 2nd quarter.
Big
Knox ball. Replay 2nd down. This
big drive for
2nd and 20.
both teams. I would venture to say this is a big momentum drive for both teams.
Well, Knox wants to do something here. They're definitely not playing out the clock. They've got 4 receiver split. And McCaffrey's going to roll. He's going to throw short. Short gain to number 23.
Uh-oh. We have a Red Devil.
Hamilton. Red Devil hurt. That's Vogel. Vogel will stay on the field, though. Tweaked an ankle, but Ray's not coming off.
Nope.
Prairie Fire.
From my
Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
From my personal experience, Vogel is a very tough, hard-nosed player that wants to play every down.
Ray Vogel is a football player's football player.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. 3rd and 17 now for Knox from the 50. Cowbells ringing. Red Devils trying to get a stop here.
McCaffrey looks, rolls out.
Ziebert right in his face. Pass deep. There's nobody there. Incomplete.
Hit immediately by Ray Vogel.
Ray Vogel.
That's Vogel. I apologize. So 30 seconds ago, looked like Vogel tweaked an ankle, and then he's rushing on the next play.
Adrenaline is a beautiful thing.
Well, as you said, Ray's just a tough guy. He's a senior. He wants to be out there. He makes the play. Looks like number 4, Colton Farmer, dropping back to return the punt for the Red Devils. The senior. The junior. Oh, sorry, out of Catlin. High punt. And there will not be a return.
Oh.
Nice punt for Knox.
It will.
Oh, looks like momentum carried him into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, but can't think. Well, I don't know. We'll see what the Red Devils do here with 53 seconds left
And we
in
will.
the half from the 20 and a lead.
The Prairie Fire will receive in the second half.
Good point. Yeah, they will start with the
Clock
ball.
never started on that play. Please set the game clock to 48 seconds. 48 seconds.
Taking 5 seconds off the clock. 48 seconds, so plenty of time in a hurry up offense.
Yeah, we'll see what they elect to do
Please
here.
set the game clock to 48
I don't know.
seconds.
Could be a situation where they try hurry up, or they might decide to run the clock out and take the lead into halftime. We'll find out. Yeah, it looks like 11 Barth back into quarterback here. 21 Charlton, 9 Kuzi, split left for the Red Devils. Reason over in the backfield. And it's
Given
going
to
to be
Reason
handoff.
over, finds a hole.
Yeah, over the left side. And it looks like Eureka's going to be content to run the ball and let the clock run down.
See if Lee Anthony can make something happen. If he's going to continue to run.
Looks like they're going to let the clock go.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7.
Appears that
Why not take a lead into the half here?
Appears they're going to have to run one play.
Yeah, I've got about a 1 second differential on the clock. I'm guessing handoff Reason over again. We shall see. And Barth comes up under center. Take a knee.
Yep.
And we're at the half.
So the Red Devils take a 14-7 lead into the halftime here at the 6th annual Lincoln Bowl. We're halfway home here at Eureka, Illinois. We hope you stay with us, and we will be back with you at the start of the second half.
Take about a 5 or 10 minute break. Maybe come back with some stats.
Our own halftime show. I thought we did too.
Go on with about 10 left. Hey, we're on mics on, but
There.
is there anything you want me to change, Nate? Am I talking over you?
I think we're good.
Huh? You want more silence by me?
I
Is
mean,
everything
you're
good
good.
balance?
You're good.
Okay. Any texts or anything? Any feedback? I think we're still on. We're taking like a 5 or 10 minute break.
That's what I meant by that.
So go back to get back on. Go about halfway. That's the volume. Have you checked the feed?
It sounds good.
Does it? Okay, good. What's how many views? Anybody watching? It's got to be in thousands, right? Tens of thousands.
If it is, I will walk back to my dorm.
I can. I'm going to go download them the ones from this app right now. So I'm going to throw them on Drive and I'll share them. Thank you so much for.
This season, Eureka College celebrates its 126th anniversary of intercollegiate football neath the L. The Red Devils have showcased a large collection of legendary coaches and student athletes over the course of more than 900 games, including the 40th President of the United States of America, Ronald Reagan.
I forgot to do the mandatory.
Thank you all for being a part of your incredible tradition that is Eureka football. We honor each and every one of you here in attendance tonight. Let's have a round of applause for our Eureka College football alumni.
Are these the half stand sheets?
Yeah, those are half
We'll take one.
It's not too bad. I mean, you kind of is meh.
Yeah, about we're getting most of it.
All I know is
Getting any feedback from anybody?
I just asked Will how it was.
Grandma?
In just a few moments, we'll have our Eureka College dance team.
Who is that?
Will Hanson.
Will Hanson doesn't get a shout out. What will Hanson ever do?
I mean, that means we do have viewers from Virginia Beach. So.
Is that where he is?
Yeah.
Is he living out there?
Yep.
What's he doing?
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay. I love
Ladies and gentlemen, the Eureka College dance
your
team.
shades, man.
Suzanne, I can't see you.
Blakey's in?
What?
Blakey's in? You want to get back on and do, you want me to do, you want to do stats? I'll do scores.
Let's
I'll
go.
do stats and we can mix them.
We'll mix and match.
You ready?
Give me a couple. Let's see what. Because I'm getting comments.
I'm going to hop on and just do scores.
Alright.
Okay, we're back here at McKenzie Field. Halftime. Dance team's on the field. I want to say, if you're watching at home, hopefully you get some sense of how neat this field is. This is our first game here with turf. The lights are on. It's dusk. You can see the moon off in the distance. What a great night for Eureka football. And we've got a lead, 14-7 at the half. take a look around the UMAC. Some interesting scores. Earlier in the week, Greenville traveled to Decatur to play Milliken, and things did not go well for Greenville. Then it ended Milliken 76, Greenville 3.
The Eureka College Dance Team.
Games from today. An interesting game. Conference favorite St. Scholastica traveled to the number 10 Division III team in the country, St. John's. And they end up losing that game 98-0.
Look at that.
St. John's 98, St. Scholastica nothing. I'm good. Thanks, so. Thank you. Westminster.
Yours is too far away.
He's harder to hear.
He's harder to hear.
Okay.
To get the mic closer. But
Okay.
they said the combination is excellent.
Is it good? Okay, good. Excellent.
Yep. He goes, when you let off, he picks up. He goes, it's like they were
I feel like I'm talking too much, but no. Okay.
Awesome.
Good. I'm having fun.
He said as soon as you take a breath, he slides in. And I was like,
It's constant commentary. Yeah.
good.
Great.
Good. So turn you up a little.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Oh, you're having fun.
Yeah. How's it sound? How does it sound?
I can't listen because there's like a delay. It's like a delay. But my battery's dead. My battery's dying. I can't listen. And there's like, it's like a, after it's like a couple minutes, so. But it sounds good. Sounds real good.
Andrew got a football back?
He did. He lost it. He found it now.
You got it back?
He found it.
Sorry for that little pause, folks. I know our mics were on, but
We're back. It's a family thing.
It is a family affair here.
So, Nate, as I was saying, I'm going to give some UMAC scores and let you run through some stats here.
All right.
As I noted to the audience, St. Scholastica lost to number 10 St. John's 98-0 today. I don't think that's indicative of how good Scholastica is going to be, but that's quite a score. Westminster traveled to Minnesota. They lose to Gustavus Adolphus 38-0. Crown falls at home to Hamlin 51-0. So right there, three UMAC teams combining for 3 points. Nate, I was a history major. I can't add those other scores up, but it's a lot of points.
A lot of
Visitors, not many points UMAC, but it is non-conference.
points. Non-conference, and
Some tough games there.
it's a character building game. I would say.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one, too. McMurray has to come from behind to beat Rockford at home for McMurray. Chaz Middlebrooks puts up over 250 yards and scores 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. McMurray's going to be an interesting team this year. They're picked third ahead of the Red Devils. I'm not sure about that one, but they do win today. They beat Rockford 22-18. And we have an early score from Northwestern Minnesota. They trail, actually, in the first quarter, 7-0 to Augsburg. That's a big game next week for the Red Devils to go north against that Northwestern team. Thoughts on that?
That game, in my opinion, is the early game of the year. I don't know exactly the schedules of the other teams, but at least from a Eureka perspective, it's one of those games that it's a tone setter.
Yeah, it's a huge game. I mean, this team is looking to do big things this year. I don't know that they're saying this, but I think for us, they're thinking postseason. I mean, the guys they have back and the seniors. That's going to be a big one next week on the road. That's a tough place to play. That's a tough team. They beat us here last year. But we'll see. That Eureka has to win this game first. They're looking good so far. How about some stats, Nate?
Some stats we have on the Knox side. We have rushing. Matt McCaffrey is leading with 60 yards from scrimmage. Joey Auger, 18 yards, 3 loss, so that's a net of 15 yards, 1 touchdown, average, things of that nature. Brandon Westfall has gained 11 yards and lost 3, so that's a net of 8. We get into the receiving. This is really where the Knox offense has shown some spark. Patrick Marzolino has 56 yards receiving and a long of 37, so they do have that big play ability. On the Eureka side of things, rushing, Rhett Rondinelli has 59 yards from scrimmage, 1 touchdown, long of 30. Drew Barth close behind, 55 yards, and 39-yard long on that keeper. Receiving for the Red Devils, we have catches by Vance, Jeremiah Vance, 18 yards. Dom Parks, 15 yards. Caleb Faber for 10 yards, and Crittenden for 5. Tackles. Let's get into the tackles for a little bit.
Let's get some defensive stats.
Defensive, we have on the Knox side, we have 3 tackles for Somerville. Garrett Rao has 2.5. As well does Jacob Paul. Cody Hipp has 2. We get into that real explosive lockdown defense for the Red Devils. We have 4.5 tackles for Ray Vogel. 2 of those are for loss. Chris Friend has 2.5 tackles, 1 for loss. Trevor Ziebert, 1 tackle, 2.5 tackles, 1.5 for loss. Ross Royal came in with a big hit there, 2 tackles. And so those are your stats for right now. First downs, we get into the early box score. We have 7 first downs for Knox, 14 for the Red Devils. 7 for Knox College, 10 for the Red Devils. Net yards rushing, 18 and 83. And the Red Devils, 21 for 151. Time of possession is, I would, not to get particular, but it's about as close as it could be. Conversions, third down conversions, 3 of 7 for Knox, 1 of 5 for the Red Devils.
Nate, let's go, not to interrupt you, let's go back to that possession time. So that's
cool.
telling. So we've got 14:51 possession Knox, 15:09 Eureka. I think that shows how close this game really is.
Yes, it's a very, it's a ball game.
It's a ball game. The difference here, too, you noted it, rushing offense. If you look at the Red Devils, 151 yards on the ground compared to Knox with 83. That's really the story. The Rondinelli run and Eureka's ability to move the ball.
We keyed on Reason over early, but I think it's fair to say that Rondinelli is really the story of this game so far.
He's got only 2 rushes, but those 2 rushes yielded 59 yards, so there's no doubt. Look at the Knox side, Nate. So really, it's Matt McCaffrey. If you look at Ogier and Westfall, they only have 29 yards combined. McCaffrey has rushed for 60, but 47 of that was on that one big run he had. So really not a lot on the ground for Knox.
A lot of big plays, type of ball game, which is fun from a fan perspective.
It's been a good game. And I expect more in the second half. Any thoughts on the second half from you?
The second half, it'll be real interesting to see as the lights take full effect if that has a impact. I mean, we've been under the lights all night, but get into the true darkness and see what happens.
That's a good point. You can really see it now as night falls. Really a neat thing. We're going to go back to it again here just because this is such a special night. We're looking at turf here. And as a longtime Red Devil fan, I've been coming to these games, I won't tell you for how many years. And it's always been a special place, but to see the turf and to see how gorgeous this field looks and the excitement you can feel it in this stadium is really a neat thing. Perfect football night. We've said it, but let's say it again. This is fun.
And that music is an indicator that the Red Devils are back on the field.
Nate, I hear AC/DC in the background.
Gotta love it.
That's Thunderstruck. How about it?
I have not seen the Knox. I have not seen Knox emerge from the locker room.
Red Devils taking the field again here. Let's go back and maybe just take a quick look at this series. I mean, this is the Lincoln Bowl. It's the 6th annual. I want to say, too, 5 years ago today was the Durley game. So Sam Durley put up, I might get it wrong,
761 yards.
Thank you. And at that time, an all-time NCAA passing record. That was at Knox. And what a night that was. That was 5 years to the day, Nate.
Do you know if that record still stands? I wish I would have say that for certain.
I don't think it does, but it stands in our hearts.
Yes, it does.
And Sam Durley, little piece of trivia is not trivia, but reality is our quarterback's coach.
That he is, and I think that's a good influence on the what appears to be the dual threat quarterback situation we have on our hands.
Yeah, it's nice to have a quarterback like Sam. And if you look up and down the coaching staff, almost all these coaches are former players, and that shows you how special this team is. It's a family affair.
It is. Some of the new additions is Austin Blair. I don't know if any of you watched the Red Devils over the last 2 years, but Austin Blair had a lot of fun in his time here as a Red Devil, and he hopes to brush off on the players and bring that edge to the gridiron here.
Nice to see Austin, one of the best guys you'll ever meet, and was a great player here, but even more than that, a leader. He's coaching this year. Matt Friend, of course.
Another family affair because his brother Chris is the guard dog at the middle linebacker.
No doubt
position.
about it. Yeah, as we get ready for this second half, I'll tell you what, Nate, this is a 14-7 game, and you look back at this series, these are close games. This game is not over by any stretch. You look back at last year's game was 21-14. That was close. 2015, Eureka won it 32-21. That was here. Actually, Knox won in 14, 26-23. Eureka 21-17 in 2013. Then the Durley game we just talked about in 2012, 62-55. But my point is, these are close contests, and we have another one here tonight.
The Lincoln Bowl has brought a true rivalry type of edge, and because you can see big hits by both teams are celebrated as they should be. It's just it's a fun event.
Yeah, you're right. It's a cool thing, and it is neat. We're separated by, I think it's 64 miles, these two schools, and it's a natural rivalry in the sense that they played for years, but the Lincoln Bowl does bring something to this.
And it should be noted that the two teams have played since, what year was that? Sorry, bear with us. I want to be
1893 was our
1893.
First meeting. Not continuously, but
this
is a series that Knox actually leads 17-9 with one tie. So
interesting factoid here. They did not play from 1902 to 1985, so that was an 83-year break.
Yeah,
my math's right.
Good call on that. I don't remember that 1893 game, but I see that we lost it 22-0. So.
And we are ready for here and kick off the second half.
Here we go. Under the lights, you can really see it now. Back to return, 82 brings it out.
Show of explosiveness, but wrapped up here. Players bouncing around. That halftime break really is shown on that first play.
Fans are reminded to visit the Eureka football parents
booth.
Yep,
20-yard return, and Knox look at the ball to start.
Ball on the 35-yard line. If you had a player to watch in this second half, who would it be?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's obvious, I think, for Knox. This is McCaffrey. The question is, can anyone else step up here? Can the running backs produce more? O-line needs to step up for Knox. It's tough for one guy to do it all at quarterback.
Yeah.
On the Red Devils side, that's a good question. I watch Chris Friend because I just like what Chris does. How about you, Nate?
I would have to agree. The one I would add, the dark horse that I really think could become a big asset, is Brett Charlton. I mean, he's been quiet in the first half, but we never really touched on it. But originally he was at ISU, and then he for track and he wanted to come play football. So this is what he came home for.
Yeah.
The local product just down the street.
Good point.
So
big play threat.
Big play.
So, absolutely. We have a handoff here, and not many yards for Knox.
Westfall, the ball carrier.
That's Westfall. That's a good point, Nate. Local kid could be the breakout. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ball is being marked at the 33-yard line. Third down.
The reason I had such a difficulty there picking just one guy is there's just so many threats on both teams. It's not just Eureka. McCaffrey's shown it. The one player for Knox we have not touched on is, let me find it here. Sorry, folks.
What position are you thinking of?
The kick returner.
Here's a pass, and it's going to be long by McCaffrey out of bounds.
Pass thrown out of bounds.
Find it here. I'll find it later.
Good enough. Can I grab that roster back from you?
Sorry about that.
You're good. So, special teams obviously could come into play in a close game.
Yes, it could. I think
we're in a 4th down situation. Knox will be punting here. Back to return is Rondinelli. You talk about threats. He might be another guy to watch. Didn't even talk about him, but 2 big plays in the first half. It's a fake punt pass. It's caught. It's going to be a first down for Knox, and he's still going. 20 fumble. They have a fumble. Eureka has recovered.
Who was that? I did not see a number on that. Did you?
I did not see who forced the fumble. So let's unpack that a little bit. Knox fakes the punt. Completed pass to number 21 for Knox, Isaiah Smith. He was hit, looked like from behind, coughed it up. Ball recovered by Eureka. So that's a nice play. He was on the run.
And good cover by the
Fumble recovered by number 4, Colton Favre.
Colton Favre on the recovery. Don't know who forced the fumble. That was the real play, was the force, because I'll tell you what, that was going to be Knox ball at least the 30, and it's not. It's Eureka ball at the Knox 43.
So
at their own 43.
Oh, that's all right. So Drew Barth back in at quarterback. Reason over on his right hip. Wide receiver in motion.
It's Rondinelli, Nate, and he breaks free.
Here we go.
What a run. The freshman again, Nate.
Ball carrier for the Red Devils, number 34,
I'll tell you what, he has a burst. That is a special burst. You can see it. He is a smooth runner, and that is a nice compliment for Leanthony Reasonover. He has 3 handoffs, and they're all big runs. That's down to the 33 of Knox. Barth back in the shotgun, as you said, Reasonover on his left hip.
I think it's good for, Reasonover he jumps over a pile. Reasonover is chasing the all-time record, but I think it's nice to have that change of pace, because if it was the true Leanthony Reasonover show, teams would really start to key in on him, and he would just be shut down, which would be
good point. Absolutely, and I think the other thing here too, if you get a guy like Rondinelli stepping up, it obviously takes pressure off of Leanthony. Also, he doesn't have to carry the whole load, and that can only help.
Josh Cousy running the play in.
It's nice to see Josh getting some action. He'll split left. Parks in the slot. Charlton out right. Nate, your guy to watch. We'll see what happens here. Barth back in the shotgun. It's a throw. Ooh. It's a catch. Down Parks.
Pass complete to number 13, Dom Parks.
5'9" junior out of East Moline. Nice to see Dom getting the start. He could really be a factor this year, I think, too. There's the guy with some experience.
Ball be marked at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Devils.
First down, Red Devils. We're in the 3rd quarter here. 11 minutes and 41 seconds left in the quarter. If you're just joining us, it's Red Devils 14, Knox 7.
Here we go. Thanks to social media, little shout out to Will Hansen, watching out of Virginia.
Speaking of quarterbacks.
Record still stands. Thank you, Will. the beauty of
I
technology.
won't ask you to elaborate on what record you're talking about.
The Durley record, sorry.
Oh, okay, not the Hansen record, but
The Durley record.
it does still stand. I stand
It
corrected.
does.
I thought that was broken. How did I not know that?
Loss of 1 on the play.
Sorry.
Loss of 1 for Drew Barth on the run there. It's 2nd and 11 now for the Red Devils. They're on the Knox 14. They're threatening. Touchdown here obviously would be very nice if you're a Red Devil fan. Rondinelli in the slot now. Crittenden in the other slot on the right side. Kuzi split left Charlton. But it's a handoff. Rondinelli breaks free. He will score.
There we go.
Touchdown.
21-7 here with 10:40.
Wow, Nate.
20-7 waiting on the
The
extra
freshman Rondinelli made it look easy.
Wow.
Number 34.
14-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the game, and he looks good. And I'll tell you what, credit O-line on that too. That was a hole. Let's credit that right
big.
side. That's Mike Slingsby.
Oh.
I apologize. It's Tyler Wildrick and Jordan Lamb, likely actually on that side, but we'll credit Slingsby anyway.
You said the right side would be
Wildrick and Lamb.
Wildrick and Lamb. Oh.
Kick is up. Kick is high.
And good.
Kick is good. That wasn't pretty, Nate, but it's effective.
Once again, the touchdown
It'll work.
number 34.
All that matters is it went through.
Rondinelli. 10:40 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
You got it. And it's 21-7 now,
Red
Eureka.
Devils.
That is a nice way to start the second half. Drive right down and score. And I'll tell you what, Rhett Rondinelli is a force already.
Football helmet, Bart Lamont.
We don't have it in front of us, but I think he might be over 100 yards. He's close on just 4 rushes, and he has 2 touchdowns.
Please meet in the stands near the 50-yard
And I'll tell you what,
line.
nobody's
Thank you.
touched him. He's gone through the line on all 4 runs. So we're looking at a new weapon tonight, unleashed for Eureka on the offensive side of the ball.
I do believe that
Boy, I'll tell you what, I have not seen these lights on at night. You can see it now.
it's
It's
a
really
sight to
neat,
be seen.
gorgeous. Night football at Eureka, folks.
82, Tanner Kuhn in the kick.
I'm gonna say Cooney.
Back deep
Is it
for
Coon
the
or Cooney,
Murray
Nate?
Meyer.
I've heard it both
And Billy
ways.
Ogier.
when I see him in class on Monday
check that
or
for next
Tuesday,
week.
I will check that.
2 weeks from now.
It should be noted that we will not be joining you from
Northwestern Minnesota.
Northwestern Minnesota, sadly. But if we do
Ogier Nate
There-
breaks it outside. Sorry to interrupt.
host the big plays,
Nice return by Ogier.
Kickoff return
but
by
if we
28,
do
Billy Ogier. He's out of
if we
bounds
do
on the 35-yard line.
find out if they offer a live stream, I will
First and 10, Prairie Fire.
talk to the powers that be that we allow. We put a link on our website to see what next week holds. Not that it should be talked about this early, but
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, we're happy to be doing this tonight.
Yeah.
This is our first live broadcast, to my knowledge, in Eureka College football history. It's an honor for us. We're both rookies. I've never done this, and this is kind of what you want to do, so this is a neat experience for us. Hopefully it's coming through to you fans on YouTube. We're not pros, but we're trying. Here's McCaffrey on first down. Call it, Nate.
first down. Throws hit immediately
Yeah, he
by
took a shot.
50. That's Colin Brown
That's
out of
Colin Brown.
Henderson, Nevada, the senior. Wow.
I call him the Desert Destroyer, but that's just my name for him. That's the senior getting some heat on the quarterback. McCaffrey a little bit slow to get up. He's okay, though. But there you go. Again, that shows you, Nate, there's another guy on the defense stepping up. So many weapons on this defense.
Trayvon Moore limped off the field. That should be
Oh, good catch.
Should be
Yeah, that's
noted.
don't like seeing that. 33, Orlando Moore, the freshman out of Peoria Central, in for Trayvon.
handoff.
No, it's a keeper.
Sorry. Caught out in the flats.
Oh,
Breaks,
big
rolls.
hit by Moore on that, but it's complete. It's a gain.
It's a game.
Nate, 13, Mark Twain Holmes on the catch there.
Number 4.
You're right, though. That was another nice option. And I was faked out also. McCaffrey pulled it back and then threw downfield.
Like we said, we're not. This is our first time. We're rookies.
Right on the play.
Well, that's just a nice disguise on the
Yeah,
option, too, by
yeah.
McCaffrey. So here we are, folks.
Offense number 13, 5-yard penalty, first down.
We've got a penalty. We've got a false start on Knox. We're in the third quarter. I want to keep updating this. There is no scoreboard on the YouTube feed. Third quarter, 10 minutes left. Eureka 21,
And
Knox
50-50
7.
tickets ready. We'll be announcing the number very shortly.
First down and 15 from the 49-yard line of Eureka for Knox. McCaffrey's operated out of the shotgun all night. He'll continue to do so. Trying to create space. Back to pass. Call it Nate.
There we go. Caught by number 20 and taken down by number 24, Colin Ivany.
Ivany's shaking up on the play a little bit.
That's a name we haven't called, but he's another guy to watch.
I'm not a football guy strictly, but I call that a wheel route. That's Ozier coming out of the
That
backfield,
was-
catching that on the dead run and taking it down to the 20-yard line. Nice play by Knox there.
Again, as we mentioned before, we got a bit of a blind spot right where the
There,
ball
but
is.
there's a pass and a drop on the outside, incomplete. Intended for 23. That's Malik Hamilton. And we got second 10 now for Knox. Knox has shifted to the short pass game, it looks like here. Running,
Quick and fast.
yeah, quick and fast, trying to quick hit here and take advantage of gaps, I guess I would say. They're not having a lot of success running up the middle on Eureka, trying to spread the field a little bit. Shotgun, another quick pass out left, and that one's dropped also by the same player. Hamilton has dropped 2 in a row.
Number 23, Hamilton.
And that'll bring up third down and
Down from the
Third down,
18.
Prairie Fire.
See if they can get a hold. But we're trying to get the crowd hyped here for this big third down.
10. Yeah,
Ozier-
another big stand here for the Red Devils. Third and 10.
Ozier runs off the field quickly. My partner, Jason Zimmerman, will take the
I'm
call
on
on
my
this
feet.
one.
Sorry, Nate.
You're good.
Snap to McCaffrey, drops back to throw. Into the end zone. He's wide open. It's a catch and a touchdown for Knox. That's number 14. Coverage was not there on that one. That's a Knox touchdown for Hunter Lee, number 14.
It should be noted that McCaffrey was hit on the play, but I think that was Trevor Ziebert.
I'll tell you what, that's a nice play again by McCaffrey. I have to give him credit. He was
Yeah.
under pressure. I wasn't watching. Ziebert was on him.
I do believe so.
But I did see the pass, and he put it on the money. Lee went up and got it, and Knox will attempt the extra point now.
Have a ball game, folks.
I mean, we said it at the half. The extra point's good. These are close games. I mean, that Knox comes right back, and that's a nice throw from McCaffrey. There was a blown coverage there. I don't know who it was, but Lee was running free. McCaffrey did well to get that off, and that's in the back of the end zone. Lee went up and caught it, and it's a 21-14 game now. And we're only 5 minutes into the third quarter, so we're watching some football.
A lot of excitement left yet to be had here.
Justin Briante in the house tonight.
Justin
Hi,
Briante.
I'd give a shout out quick. If Corey McCain's probably not watching, but he's down at Texas A&M right now. Was an intern here for the last 2 years. We miss Corey. How you doing, Corey?
Love you and miss you.
I don't know why he went to Texas A&M when he could have been here tonight, but so it goes.
I will offer a little plug to John Troy. If you are a Eureka College fan, there was a, I guess you could refer to it as a hype video put on our Facebook page. Very, very well done. Exciting.
Jack of all trades, John Troyer.
Oh,
there's a drop kick
There we
off.
go. Who? Did he recover that?
We got it back, but that's living dangerously.
That is living very dangerously.
So on the kickoff, off of the chest, I don't know who it was of the Red Devil returner, but recovered, so
Recovered by Eureka College.
it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Devils
Ball will be spotted 35 yards
from their own 35.
First down, Red Devils.
Quarterback in right now is Drew Barth. From the right hash. Yep. Reason over, as per usual, is on the hip of Drew Barth.
Reason over in motion.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. It's hard to see. Keeper by
Keeper.
Barth, 10-yard, 9-yard gain. The reason I brought that up, Nate, we get our first look at Nazir Phillips in the
There we go.
backfield. Yeah.
I saw the 20. I didn't see.
I saw it too, and then when the Anthony turned, I could see. But Nas Phillips out of East Aurora, freshman. Some hopes for him also. Athletic. Running back might be a factor, but he's out of the game again now. Reason over in at halfback.
And credit to Coach Barth and the recruiting he did for this freshman class.
It's a great class for sure. Barth, quick pass.
In the flats.
Caught.
Little bubble screen there.
That's Quentin. It's probably Michael Menard, 7 on the catch there.
Mad Mike Menard,
the senior out of Champaign.
The loudest fan at all basketball and volleyball games.
Mike is an enthusiastic Red Devil.
He is.
Nice to see him on the field getting a catch. He picked up about 5 on the play there.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 5.
I'd call it 3rd and 5. Good call.
Handoff, Reason over, left side.
Looks for the hole.
Finds a hole.
The corner.
Oh, look at that tough finish on that run.
Would you say a fair comparison is Marshawn Lynch hit you and get a couple more out of it? You know you're going to get hit, but why not get a couple more?
The way he finished that run, that's an apt comparison. And Reason over punishes you. He's a strong runner, and you can see it. That Knox DB stepped up. Anthony did not step out of bounds. He dropped the shoulder right into him.
Gotta love that.
1st and 10, Red Devils from the 49. Rondinelli, Nate, again.
Can he do it? Gets a couple yards.
And that's the first time Rondinelli has not broken a run of 10 yards or more. So we'll forgive him that one. Rondinelli's coming out party tonight so far, and we're only a few minutes into the 3rd quarter here. But that does bring up 2nd down and 6 here for the Red Devils. I'm going to keep giving updates. We're at 7 minutes left in the 3rd. The score is Eureka 21, Knox 14.
Bit of give and take here in this game. Throws it. Ooh.
We have a flag on the right side, I think.
Good hit by number 20 of Knox. That is Hunter Banquet. I don't know exactly.
Your guess is this. I don't have the pronunciation guy in front of me.
Holding, offense number 79. 10-yard penalty for
Looks
the
like
previous spot.
Baquet. We'll give him credit. Baquet.
Tyler Wilder guilty of the hold there.
But, yeah, it's a hold, so that'll come back for Eureka.
Still remains 2nd down, right? Do believe so.
Yep. Replay 2nd down. That'd be 2nd and 16 from the 45-yard line of Eureka. Number 5, Matt Sutton, the sophomore, checking into the game. 6'3" out of Dunlap. Another new face. He played last year, but he's getting some more reps tonight. Crittenden is a new face, though. The tight end in the slot. A big body
guy
for Eureka, 6'5", 230. And neutral zone jump. We'll see. Barth to Reason over on the backfield.
Here we go. Avoids one, but taken down.
Yeah, you can see on that, Nate. Reason over, nothing there, but the feet. He creates movement and picks up an extra couple of yards, and that's a sign of a good running back.
Yeah.
3rd down and 11. Eureka.
Knows what he's doing. Again, if you couldn't join us in the first half, Anthony Reasonover goes over 2,000 career yards tonight, and he's a junior, folks.
Rondinelli out. Josh Kuzi in.
Kuzi is 9. Kuzi split wide right.
Barth takes, steps up from the pocket, runs.
Oh, good run.
Here we go. Stacked up. Did he get the first down?
I don't think he did. Looks to be short, but a nice draw. But he's not going to pick up the first, though.
If you're Coach Barth, what do you do here?
I'm not going to play that game. What do you think, Nate?
7 on the play.
That's why I'm sitting in the stands.
Your guess is as good as mine, sir.
Well, we'll say 4th and 2 from the 42.
Appears as they're gonna punt punted if my.
Yeah, it's Drayton Purvis on to punt. And on the 42-yard line of Knox here.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to give him a short field. I like this play. You play, you know, you got your defense.
Defense that has shown signs of.
Oh, it is short.
Oh!
Little trickery, and that's not going to work. Short snap to number 18, Jed Vance, does not work. And before I got those words out of my mouth, that'll be Knox ball. Doesn't hurt you a lot. I mean, you know, you're on the Knox side of the field still. I like that.
I do.
I like that call.
That shows a true trust in your defense.
Yeah. Yeah, you take a chance there, maybe pick up a first down, keep the drive going. First and 10 for Knox from the Eureka 41. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the third. Eureka 21, Knox 14. McCaffrey back in the shotgun.
Looks, throws. Ooh, nice hit out of bounds.
Malik Hamilton on the reception.
23, Malik Hamilton on the reception.
It'll bring up second and 10 for Knox. No, they gained some yards.
Ooh.
Second and 8.
Second and 8. Back in the backfield. Takes, gives. Off the right side. Forced out of bounds. Picks
Ball
up.
carrier number 22, Drayton Westfall.
Picks up how many yards?
It'll be short of the first. I'd say 4 or 5 yards on the run. Westfall 22.
So that brings up a third.
Bring up a third and short. It should.
Third down, Prairie Fire.
3rd and 3 on the board.
3rd and 3.
Trevor Siebert trying to get the crowd pumped up. Doesn't take much.
Does not.
Under the lights now. We're in darkness now, but boy, these lights are something. Big third down here. They all are.
They are.
McCaffrey back. Snap to McCaffrey.
Ooh.
He's going to keep it. Ooh.
Finds the hole.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
He
Here we
breaks
go.
free. Nice run by McCaffrey.
Nice run.
So, Ray Vogel was right in his face. McCaffrey jukes Vogel. Breaks into the middle of the field and uses his feet again, showing the experience and the poise. Busts off a big run. That's a Knox first down.
He's got legs and an arm.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it. He's not their only weapon, but that's their guy tonight. And McCaffrey's going to take this team on his shoulders. It's on the 22, Eureka now, 1st and 10.
Somebody jumped.
Flag on the play.
I'm not going to speculate on that.
Gonna wait it out here. Tell you as soon as we know.
Full start. Offense number 13. Project penalty. First down.
Number 13, Marchwain Holmes, I do believe, on the guilty party in that play.
That'll back Knox up to the 27, 1st and 15. Westfall in the backfield, 3 receiver split to the left side, overload.
Rips option there.
Thank you.
Looks, throws, bubble screen.
And he drops another one. Hamilton's 3rd drop of the second half alone.
23, Malik Hamilton.
If you're a player in that position, I've seen it many times. It starts to get to your head. So if you're a quarterback in McCaffrey, you still keep feeding him the ball and show him that he has the ability to do that.
Yeah. Well, I think that one he looked upfield, classic
Yeah.
look upfield. But, you know, before you catch the ball, you've got guys coming at you.
Please set the play clock to 25 seconds.
But you know, the other side of that, there's 3 balls right on the hands that were dropped.
Yeah.
So you're losing opportunity, and that'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Hands it off.
Westfall.
Takes the ball.
Ball carrier number 22, Drayton Westfall.
Good run. We're in a bit of a blind here, but that's a gain up to the Eureka 16. So about a 10 or 11 yard gain there for Westfall.
Hit first by the Red Devils, number 24, Colin Ivany.
Imany on the tackle. And it'll be Knox ball at the Eureka 11. They're moving the ball, Nate. This is a one-touchdown game, and they're threatening to tie this up. Let's see what the Eureka defense
Brings
can do
to the
here.
table.
It's 3rd and 5, another big 3rd down. Westfall again, stacked up. That's 55 Bunkowski, the sophomore. Brian Bunkowski out of Chicago. Kennedy on the tackle. Well, they called Chris Friend, but I saw Bunk on that.
Give it to both.
Give it to Bunk. Chris has his share. 4th and 1, Nate.
Here we go. Strap it down.
Here we go. 4th and 1 from the 11.
And my partner, Jason Zimmerman, will have the call.
I'm on my feet. I can see the field.
Gonna have to be a bit of a hurry-up call.
Looks
the
like a
timeout.
Nate. Yeah, this is an important spot, obviously.
Knox will have 2 timeouts remaining.
And, 4th and 1. We've got a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Knox is trailing this game, 21-14. And it's a big play.
Big play.
Goes without saying.
50-50 number 4, 5, 5, 6.
But we've got a ball game.
We do.
Please meet Athletic Director Steve Thompson at the bottom of the bleachers.
As we expected. I mean,
thank you once again. 4.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it at halftime. This is never easy for either side. These are competitive games, these Lincoln Bowls, and this one's proven to be the same.
yeah.
Let's just recap again. The freshman Rondinelli stands out. I mean, he has 2 touchdowns. He's been explosive. And McCaffrey for Knox, as advertised. Here they come. Knox 4th and 1.
Crowd is.
Crowd's pumped. This is a big play. 4th and 1. Shotgun McCaffrey. Snap to McCaffrey. It's a handoff. Westfall up the middle. He is stacked up. Second effort. Might have gotten him there. We'll see. It's close. I don't know. Looks like this might be a measurement, Nate. That's a
First measurement of the night. As expected, on a 4th and 1. Teams pointing both ways. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the way for the sticks here, but that's Westfall handoff, pretty much up the middle, just over the right side, off tackle.
And they will bring the chains out.
Big measurement here. I'm not even going to guess.
I can't see the spot. Is
You
it a
should
fake?
be able to tell by the crowd reaction if you're on YouTube. You can hear through our mics. We'll see. They're yelling short. They are short. Red Devil defense holds. Turnover on downs. Big stop for the defense, Nate.
Big stop.
Now, Nate, here's a spot where I think this offense has a real opportunity to step up. They need to, I think, put a drive together here.
Yeah.
Control clock, right? Especially with the back on the 14. Need to get out of our own zone.
I've mentioned it before. A bit of a momentum could be used as a momentum builder. Stop like that.
Yeah, no, that's a big play because that's 3rd and short, and you get 2 stops. You're making a statement. Now it's the offense's turn. Barth out in the shotgun. Rondinelli in the backfield along with Reason over to his left. Handoff, Reason, keeper Barth. Barth still running. First down and more. Looks to be about a 14-yard gain for Drew Barth on the quarterback option. You know what? That was not Drew Barth. That was Brett Charlton. I don't know.
Ooh.
Devil.
No, it was Barth. I'm sorry.
The crowd announcer.
The announcer doesn't know what he's talking about. That was Barth on the keeper. I saw Charlton run off near the ball. First and 10. Oh, there's a fumble, Nate, recovered by Knox.
Oh, boy.
And they're going to score on the play, and they do score. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
So
here we go.
number 10 for Knox recovers the ball. not so much as a recovery as a gift. What happened on that play, handoff to Rondinelli, squirted free, caught in the air by number 10. That's Mario Whitley. He was surprised for about a half a second, and then he took off and took it to the house. Boy, that's a costly turnover for Eureka there. Just a botched handoff, but boy, unlucky that it bounced right to Whitley, and he scores. And we have a tie ball game probably here. Extra point attempt to tie it up. Just one of those fluke plays on that.
Yes.
28-yard fumble recovery, extra point, low but good, and we're tied.
We are
Here
tied.
at McKenzie Field. And, you know, we had just talked about, and I'm not blaming, you know, the offense, we talked about trying to put a drive together. These things happen in football, but that turnover makes this a completely different ball game.
It'll be real interesting to see how the offense responds after a, don't want to sound unprofessional here, but a bit of a gut shot.
That's a tough one. I mean, you have to regroup after that.
Yeah.
That's nobody's fault. That happens in football. Like I said, bad break, but here we go. Rondinelli and Kuzi back to return the kickoff. We're tied. So if you're just joining us, we are at the tail end of the third quarter, 14 seconds left, 21-21 game. Eureka Red Devils will receive the kick after the fumble return touchdown. And here we go.
And the kick. Low
Somewhat
line
deep, but
drive.
it'll be Rondinelli.
See if he gets a wall here.
Kicks it back to the middle. Decent return. He'll get out to about the 33-yard line. 34.
Try it again. Here for the offense.
Yeah, here we go. Offense, another shot. And again, Nate, this is a veteran team, so they've seen adversity certainly before and should be able to respond, but we'll see what happens here.
Drew Barth trots out, getting the play from his uncle, I presume. I couldn't exactly see it.
Barth under center looks to be
Shotgun.
Rondinelli in motion.
Rolls out. Pitches it. And out of bounds.
Pass to Rondinelli incomplete. Yep, you said it, out of bounds. Intended for Rondinelli. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils on the 33. Just 1.1 seconds left in the third quarter. But we'll see another offensive Red Devil play here.
Yes, we will.
Until what time?
Be interesting because it brings up a 2nd and 10. I apologize.
2nd and 10, thank you.
Takes.
And Nas Phillips, he will be stacked up and tackled for a loss on the play. And he's going to lose about 5 yards. This Red Devil team,
Fourth
water
quarter
bottles
edition.
going. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, they may be back on their heels, but they're not down, so.
Nope. Gotta love a little House of Pain.
A little House of Pain jump around to get the crowd and the team hyped. But this is an important spot. We're going to be looking at 3rd and long here, back in Knox territory. And you said gut check, and I think that's what this Red Devil team is facing right now. At home, under the lights, Lincoln Bowl. You look around, there are folks standing all around this stadium. It's really a sight to see. And this is what you want. You got a tie ball game going into the 4th quarter. It's football time, Nate.
It is. 4th quarter is where you know. The 4th quarter is where you learn the most about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, let's play football. Like you said, we got House of Pain in the background. Here we go. But on a serious note, it's 3rd down, so it's time to see what you can do. And this Knox defense is also fired up. Let's make no mistake.
We just received the 3rd quarter stats. We will get to those after this.
It's a big 3rd down play. Barth
We have a flag.
Oh, nowhere to go. Dumps it off to Reasonover. And we do have a flag down.
Pass complete to number 25, Anthony Reasonover.
Reasonover picks up 3 or 4 yards on the scramble dump pass, I'll call that, from Barth.
Pick the flag up. Thought I saw a flag. Did you see a flag?
Eureka.
I think you were seeing a shadow, but it's on. I'm seeing him too, so we haven't done night games here.
Sorry about
that. No
that.
penalty on the play. It's 4th and 5, Red Devils. And they'll be punting. Drayton Purvis back.
Or what we assumed to be a punt because we saw the...
Could have a fake, but it is a punt. Ozier back to return for Knox. It's a short punt, and we'll go out of bounds at the, we'll call it the 38 of Eureka. Knox takes over with the tie ball game here, 21-21. And we're into the 4th quarter, folks. Defense back on the field for Eureka. Nate, let's take a quick look at some stats here in the 3rd quarter. Sir. And I'm looking at McCaffrey. What rushing numbers on McCaffrey?
Net 90 yards. That's just proves to you how much he's just, don't want to say drugged this team, but
yeah, I mean, he's
taking charge.
He's definitely the lead factor. He has 139 yards in the air and the touchdown. So we'll see what happens. Here we go, 1st and 10 for Knox on the Eureka 39. McCaffrey looking to pass, throwing deep to the that's going to be out of bounds. Way out of bounds. Good coverage on the play by the Red Devil secondary.
This Red Devil secondary, we haven't talked about it much, but they can hang with some guys in coverage.
Yeah, definitely played well. I'm looking at the Knox passing stats, and there's 163 yards for Knox in the air. But this, I think, this is a passing team. Not knowing a lot about Knox, but tonight definitely they're trying to do it through the air.
Yes, they are.
And with the legs of McCaffrey. Here we go, 2nd and 10 for Knox from the 39 of Eureka. 4th quarter, 21-21, 14 minutes to play. McCaffrey back in the shotgun. Take it, Nate.
Good true standard I formation, I do believe. It could be an offset I. McCaffrey calls for the motion, takes it, looks back, throws, and broken up by number 24.
That's Imony, Nate.
Colin Imony.
Yeah, that's a great play. I think that ball was caught. What do you think on that?
I do believe so. He just got his finger in there just like you taught. Just get a hand on it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, Colin Imony saved, if not a touchdown, a huge gain there. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9 now.
3rd and 9.
And this crowd's making noise. Players on the field. On the sidelines rather, trying to pump the crowd up.
Good old-fashioned Denver Broncos stampede going on a little bit here, if you can't tell.
Yeah, I like it.
Takes the snap, dumps it off. Oh, boy. Ooh.
Nothing there for Ozier out of the backfield with the catch. I was boy because it looked like Vogel got held on that, but no flag. But that's fine. It'll bring up 4th down.
Grab some cloth and don't let go.
Yeah, I mean, Ray was going to get the sack on that, but Chris ran on the tackle. It's 4th down. Barring a fake, Eureka's going to get the ball back here on the punt. And it's Rondinelli back to return, the freshman. And if you're just joining us for some reason late, you've missed the Rhett Rondinelli show for Eureka. It is a punt, and we will not get a return.
I'm going to call that the 20-yard line, 21.
It's to be at about the 20, 21-yard line. You're correct. And Eureka will take over.
Near the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Red Devil.
Got a ball game, Nate. We said it. We keep saying it, but we were tied 21-all in the 4th quarter under the glaring lights here at McKenzie Field. And I'm still adjusting to realizing that I'm at a Eureka college football game with this turf and these lights. It's just something special.
It's surreal.
Yeah,
and there's no other word to put it.
Good word.
Barth calls has, I believe, Reasonover.
That's Lee Anthony. It's a handoff to Rhett Rondinelli.
Breaks one tackle. Brought down, gained how many yards?
Nice little gain. I'd say maybe 4 or 5 on the play. We'll see.
He's brought down by the Prairie Fires, number 17, Quinn Sharp.
So Rondinelli on the handoff to the right side.
Rondinelli's out, and Mike Menard is in.
Sorry about that.
You're
Menard
good.
in. Second and 5-yard gain for Rondinelli. Spread
Matt
the field
Sutton
again.
brings the play in.
4 receivers for the Red Devils.
Lokes throws. Ooh, there's a flag on the play. I don't want to speculate.
No, I don't know. Flag down on the catch, though, by Sutton. Looks to be offensive.
And all indications.
Personal foul, chop block, 57 and 79, high-low combination, half the distance to the goal, replay,
57,
second down.
Yeah, we have a chop block called on Eureka. Personal foul. Players don't matter on that. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know either.
But it's going to back Eureka up.
It's going to be
They set a high-low block, but that's what it is. So Eureka on the 14, on their own 14. Backed up again. Trying to make something happen.
Second down, not to sound unprofessional, but second down and a lot.
Second and a ton. Second and 20 for the Red Devils. Rondinelli in motion. But it's a deep pass, Nate. Nope.
Rolls
Barth
out.
tucks, short throw.
I did not get to see if that was a catch or not.
It's incomplete. I should have held my tongue. Kuzi was streaking down the sideline. I thought for a second Barth was going to go deep. He didn't. And that'll bring up 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20. It'll be interesting to see what happens because I've referenced it many times, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but big plays. It is a possibility. It's not a.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, this looks to be a big play team, Eureka.
Please start the game clock.
And again, backed up here, just trying to get something going. Bart the pass, scrambling, going deep. Oh!
Wow!
It is caught by number 5, Matt Sutton, the 6'3" receiver out of Dunlap, the sophomore. And I'll tell you what, Nate, I talked to Matt this week, and he was excited. He brings a little bit different look. Not the bulkiest receiver in the world, but he's 6'3", and you saw it there. He went up and took that ball away from the DB. Nice play by Matt Sutton.
That was just a borrowing a basketball term. That was a jump ball.
That was a jump ball, and you could see his length, his height, and his jumping ability. And a good throw by Drew Barth. That's a huge play. That's a first down on a long 3rd down. And Eureka suddenly at the Knox 38. Huge play.
Wish I had the stats to say exactly how long that pass was, but
Well, they're at the 14. So
not a math major.
That's about a 50-yard gain on that pass.
I did not catch who took the timeout there, but somebody did.
Yeah, I'm still excited off that catch. I didn't notice. I'm guessing Knox to break the momentum, but so here's the situation, folks. We're in the 4th quarter. We got 11 minutes and 47 seconds left in regulation, and we have a tie ball game. It's 21-21 between the Eureka Red Devils and the Knox Prairie Fire at the 6th annual Lincoln Bowl. And it's going to be Eureka ball 1st and 10 on the Knox 38. Nate, you take the call. Drew Barth coming back out on the field.
I will take the call. We have Drew Barth, as he previously noted. And I don't want to call it a standard look for the offense, but reason over on the right hip this time of Drew Barth. Receiver in motion. Handoff to Reasonover. Stopped fairly quickly by the Knox College defense.
Yeah, nice play by number 17, Quinn Sharp there.
Second down. Fair statement is second down and 10.
Yeah, Reasonover didn't get anything on that run.
By the end of the game, make sure to bring your ticket with you.
So, if for some reason you are just joining us, I know we don't have YouTube scoreboard on the screen. 21-21 as we reach about the midway point here in the fourth quarter. Rondinelli in motion. Barth keeps it, runs up, gets a bit of a hole. That will be a third down, right? Yep. Third down, and I'm going to call it a 3.
I think it looks to be about 3. I think you're right.
About to be a 3. Steady rotation of receivers coming in and out for the Red Devil offense.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Speaks to the depth of this team.
Good observation. Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, we saw Sutton catch the last one. Charlton's in and out of the right.
Barth takes the snap. Hand off to Reasonover, and it'll bring up a 4th and short.
Reasonover stacked up on the play. A nice penetration there from number 90 for Knox. That's Trevor Follis, the defensive lineman, 6'1" out of St. Louis, St. Mary, 6'1", 275. Senior.
And if you're the Red, it appears.
4th down, Nate.
4th down. Big 4th down, as all 4th downs are.
Yeah, it's a big one. You're not kicking from here.
Bit of a no man's land, but we'll see what happens. Barth from under center, actually.
Timeout.
Timeout. Who is the question?
Timeout, Knox. Their second charge timeout of the half.
Knox takes their second timeout of the half. Not to make a huge deal out of it, but that'll be a note to keep track of as we tick down later and later in the game, because that 2 timeouts compared to 1 timeout is a big factor.
No, you're right. In a game this close, timeouts certainly come into play. Anything can tip the balance here. And if you're a Red Devil fan, that's a small thing, but it's nice to see Knox use a timeout there.
Yeah.
Let's get a quick conference scoring update, Nate. Interesting one.
There. Take it away.
Northwestern's actually losing at the half. They're down 29-7 at Augsburg.
29-20.
29-7.
7. Sorry, I thought you had 27.
No, so they're down by 22 at the half. That's Eureka's opponent next week, but we're not worrying about that now.
We've got bigger things. We've got bigger fish to fry.
We've got 4th and 3 for the Red Devils here on the Knox 31. Take it, Nate.
We have not seen it yet, but maybe a bit of a hard count. Nope. Bartham under center rolls out.
Oh, what? Oh,
wow. That's a blind spot for you.
That's Colby Crittenden, Nate, number 8, the big tight end. Getting into the action. Barth rolling right, dumping it to Crittenden, the 6'5", 230-pound tight end out of Dunlap. So we've got 2 Dunlap players making big plays on this drive. Sutton and Crittenden both.
Something in the water there?
Something in the water. It's a good program over there. Big first down, though, so we're at the 18 of Knox. Eureka looking good, but we need to score.
Give the reason over. Stacked up, but fighting.
Short gain. Looks to be a 1, maybe 2-yard gain on the play for reason over.
And if we both hope you are enjoying this broadcast, brought to you by the athletic department of Eureka College, allowing us the fantastic opportunity to be with you on this historic evening. I'm going to use historic.
It is historic.
It is
correct.
historic.
It's been fun, Nate, so far. You're right.
Has.
What a pleasure.
The trophy is on the line. Will it stay at home or will it go 64 miles north?
Second, Nate. Barth to Rondinelli on the run. Spin
Waits
move.
for the hole. Hits the B button on the spin move there.
Is that a Madden reference?
A bit of one.
Nice little run by Rondinelli. You're right, though. Without the spin, he probably gets brought down, but he picks up a couple yards. That's a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Number 10.
And 6 for the Red Devils from the 15. You have to think we're in field goal range here, at least to get something out of this drive.
I would venture to say so.
But, let's see if we can get more than that. But thinking ahead here a little bit.
Yeah.
Huddle breaks. Take a Nate. Drew Barth steps up.
Drew Barth, here we go. Rondinelli on the down to the bottom of your screen, I presume. Takes it. Keeps it. Does he get the first down?
Tough run. Still moving. He's going to be short, Nate.
He is.
Quarterback
Fighting like
Drew
a
Barr.
fox
Yeah.
in a trap.
It's a tough run. The tough run, but he was brought down. You can see Barr's size on that run. Tough to bring down. At 6'3".
And they will go for a field goal, it looks like, as you hear the PAT call from the sideline, since
Yeah,
we had the unique opportunity to be so close to the Eureka College bench.
It's a good way to put it. Unique opportunity. Actually, not a bad vantage point.
No, it's not.
Got the kicker, Tanner Cooney. This is a big kick for Cooney. This will give Eureka the lead. About we'll call it a 28 or 29-yard field goal attempt here.
Yeah.
27 maybe. Kick is up.
Ooh, hits
Off
the
the
upright.
post, it's no good. Off the right goal post, no good.
6:59 remaining in the ball game.
Tough miss.
That's all right. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's a good attempt.
you still pin your opponent deep. That's
Yeah, you're right. And you know we did some good things on that drive.
we did. There was a sense of bounce in the step of the Eureka College offense.
Yeah, they're not down by any means. It's a tie game. There's no reason they should be. That's just another bad break off the post, but
7-0
defense on the field. Here's the situation. 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the fourth. We have a tie ball game, 21-21. Knox ball on the Eureka 20. It's 1st and 10.
Eureka defense takes the field. Matt McCaffrey from the shotgun. Calls for the snap, hands it off to the running back.
Oh, we got a face mask.
Ooh.
And they will throw the flag. You can see
Face mask on who? I was not able to.
on Eureka. Westfall was grabbed. I don't know who the player was. We'll see here. That's going to
That'll bring out the ball a fair amount.
That'll be a 15-yard, I think.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 43.
That's
But-
on Chris
15-yard
Friend.
penalty,
That's a
automatic
15-yard.
first down.
From-
And I don't think that's not intentional. He's trying to make a tackle.
From a player's perspective, though, I would venture to say when you're going to stop a guy and you're just grabbing for anything you can
Yeah,
get hold
no,
of.
that's not. He's in the flow of the game there. But 15-yard penalty. I'll leave Chris Friend out there. I'll take that.
Yeah. Seems to know what he's doing. I think it's fair to say that.
Chris can play football. We're at the 34 of Knox. Knox ball, 1st and 10.
Takes it, rolls out. Ooh.
Ooh, boy, I'll tell you what. Incomplete pass. I'm going to leave it at that. Might have been a slight push, but I didn't see it if you didn't.
I didn't see it.
So that's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down for Knox.
Speculation will get you in trouble.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. Didn't see a thing. I don't think it wouldn't have been caught anyway, so here we are, 2nd and 10.
10. McCaffrey in the true eye from my vantage point. From the shotgun.
Single back, looks to be Westfall again. Ogier hasn't been in for a while. Handoff that time on the option.
Did he lose?
Nothing there. He lost yardage.
Did he lose? Maybe 1, 2?
Yeah, looks to be 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Early fire.
3rd down and 11.
11.
Big spot.
Yeah.
Big spot for both teams.
Yeah, big, again, defensive stand here, and Knox trying to make something happen. This is anyone's ball game.
This is. Might as well be 0-0.
Yeah.
McCaffrey looks to be calling an audible a little bit here. Takes it. Drops back.
Vogel! Oh, he escapes.
Boy. Escapes. Little slippery.
McCaffrey, he won't gain much, though. I'll tell you what, though.
Colin Brown on the ankle. I think it was
Colin
Colin Brown on the ankle tackle there.
It was Colin Brown. Credit McCaffrey because Vogel was there, and Vogel's
was.
tough to get away from. But ultimately, not much there, and that'll be 4th and 9 for Knox.
Little
Ray a little upset he didn't get the sack, but I'll tell you
pressure
what.
is key.
4th and 9.
But his play led to that stop, so Ray should be happy. 4th and 9. Back to return again, Rondinelli, the freshman. He's been electric. We'll see what happens here if he gets a chance to return one. I wouldn't kick it to him. But
I would not either,
No.
but that's just my own opinion.
And they will kick it to him. Fair catch called for. And Eureka takes over.
And this time, I'm not going to say quickly ticks away, but it's showtime for
We're at,
either team.
Yeah, I mean, we're at 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter, Nate. We got a tie ball game, and we've got excitement here at McKenzie Field under the lights on the turf. I think for an inaugural game,
It's one heck of a game.
it is. an inaugural game in terms of this field.
The newly renovated field, brought to you by generous donors of the college. Not exactly sure who to thank, but
Well, we'll thank them all, because if you put
Thank
even
them
$1
all.
into this, you did something special, because
Yes,
this is
you
neat
did.
for the school and the program. So you're right to mention that. Taking Nate, Drew Barth.
Drew Barth, here we go. Throws a little slant route to Kuzi. Kuzi breaks one tackle, spins, and I can't tell how much he picked up,
Good
but he
little
picked
move.
a few.
It's hard to tell. I'd say 5 or 6.
The referee on the sideline, yeah, I'd say for 5 yards. Steady rotation of players here in the fourth quarter. 4:55 to go. Drew Barth is
Second and 6, 4-yard gain.
Showing some poise here as we get into the latter stages of the game. Reason over in the backfield, takes the snap.
Sutton.
Sutton, could he break away? Nope. That's a first down, though.
That is a first down. That's a nice pass and catch.
That is.
And again, Matt Sutton showing some nice things tonight.
Name we really haven't talked about much because,
No.
as you've said before, it's been the Rod and Ellie show. But Matt Sutton's shown some athleticism and.
Yeah, and you would just reference the receiver depth. These guys are rotating in and out, and they're making plays.
Yes,
So
they-
we're hearing some names we haven't heard before. It's 1st and 10.
And from a depth perspective, that's what you need. And Barth keeps the ball, spins,
Tough run.
tough running, and that's going to be a 2nd and 3 or 2.
Nice run. Tackle on the play by 21, Isaiah Smith. Drew Barr showing his legs. It'll be 2nd and about 4, we'll call it.
Quick snap, keeps it.
Nothing there that time.
Quarterback keeper,
Nothing.
Drew Barth.
Old adage: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ball be spotted.
Barth going to the left that
44-yard
time, giving him an opportunity
line. Third
to
and 2, Eureka.
parlay that initial gain into more. He didn't, but here we are, 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Big play.
Yeah,
I don't want
This is
to.
crunch time right now.
I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but it seems
Nate?
like every play here has been a big play.
Rondinelli in the slot. Reason over Nate.
Reason over, here we go.
Tough run, first down.
First down. Strong running, just didn't stop moving. Those legs kept chopping. Exactly how you're taught in individual drills.
I
Just
mean, you're right. I mean, that's an example of Lee Anthony's strength there, just continuing to grind and picking up the first down.
coached by, ooh, we have a flag, late flag,
Flag on the play.
on the sideline. I wonder what this is going to
Extracurriculars
be.
on this.
Illegal substitution, 12-minute
Illegal
huddle.
substitution on
5-yard
Eureka.
penalty, first down.
That's 5 yards, first
So
down.
it'll be first
so
and 15, but still, I mean, you got a fresh set of downs. You get time on the clock. I think it's Eureka's game to win. I mean,
Yeah.
they're in control. They have the ball. They've been moving the ball fairly well.
Yeah, good call. We're at 3 minutes, 6 seconds left for you folks watching on YouTube in the fourth quarter. Clock's running. We're now under 3.
Uzi
But
breaks
you're
the
right,
play.
Nate. We're moving the ball, and this is it.
Standard formation. I don't even have to tell the folks that have been watching the whole game. Give the reason over. Can he turn the quarter?
He does.
He does.
Big
Breaks
run.
it.
All right, nice run.
Oh, first down.
15-yard run by Anthony Reasonover.
So if he can hit that second gear, it's tough to bring him down.
Yeah, great comment. I mean, you see it. Lee Anthony stopped. He stopped a lot on those 2-3 yard gains, but it only takes 1.
Yeah,
And that's the mark of a great running back.
I think it is too.
Yeah, you have to account for him on every run. And that's a nice gain. So here's the situation. We're at the 38, 1st and 10 Eureka, 38 of Knox, moving the ball.
Moving the ball quite well. Takes the ball. Give the reason over. Gives it a stiff arm to a defender.
Another nice run, about a 5-yard gain on the play, maybe 6.
Brought down. Bring us 2nd and 4 or 5.
Number 21, Isaiah Smith.
And it is a true 2-minute drill, folks, here as we reach 1:57 and counting here in the fourth quarter at McKenzie Field at Pete Fiorito
We're
Stadium.
under 2. Reasonover, I'm not going to say dinged up, but he did come off after that.
He
Maybe
did.
slightly shaken up. Looks to be okay, but he will not be in on this second down play.
That'll give us a chance, most likely,
We
to
got
see Nas Phillips.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. And I do believe
Timeout.
Coach Bart took the timeout there. I mean,
Yeah, let's look at this spot, Nate. So we're at 1:34 left, 2nd and 5. You're on Knox's 33. All the cards right now being held by the Red Devils.
yes. And you can just sense that it's going to come down to one big play.
Feels like it. It does feel like it.
But I mean, isn't it just? It almost feels like it's necessary to come down to such a big moment here in Eureka as we reach the last minute, 94 seconds of the game.
It's been such a great game, and as we've said over and over on this night, something special's in the air.
Something special.
By no means is this game decided. We'll see what happens.
Oh,
but
no.
To watch this team drive the ball down, you feel like they want it. They want it.
They want it.
We'll see if they can execute. Phillips again in the backfield.
Drew Barth lines up with Nas Phillips on the right hip.
Wesley Burris at fullback.
Wesley Burris
It's going to be a
looks
long
down.
pass,
Here
Nate.
we go.
Charlton. And it's going to be
Incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete.
Charlton is asking for the flag, but he won't get it. I mean, I could see where he's coming from, but it's the referee's call, third-party official.
Yeah, that was really just kind of a jump ball situation. Charlton and the DB both had plays on the ball, to my view, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 from the 33 of Knox. 1 minute and 27 seconds on the clock. And there's excitement in the air, folks.
There is excitement
Hope
in the
you
air.
can feel it on YouTube.
There's just been a steady flow of emotion. It's been a roller coaster.
Great game. Great game.
So Barr takes the ball, bit of a low snap, looks, throws.
Oh, boy. Oh, and it's
We have a flag, though. We have a flag, though,
let's
folks.
hold on here. It looks to be an interception, but they're going to wave it off, it looks like.
Wave off the flag or wave off the interception? I couldn't see exactly.
I'm going to wait. Now, whoever the receiver didn't look back on that, and looks like the Knox player didn't make the catch.
Big moment.
Yeah, referees are conferring right now. We'll just wait for the call. I don't know.
I
what
don't
happened.
even want to venture to guess.
Maybe
There is no flag on the play. We have an interception.
it is an interception on the play. There is no flag. Knox will take over. And that looked to be I don't know. It was a miscommunication, we'll call it that, on the offense, and the Knox DB stepped up, picked it up.
Ray Vogel calling for a little intensity here. Let's go, folks.
Well, look, I mean, these defensive players live for this. They've waited all year. And, well, you know, let's credit Knox, too, to come into this environment. They're in this game. This is a 21-21 game.
Knox did bring in crowd. I will give him that.
Yeah, well, and you got to give him credit. It's not easy to come and play in this environment. It's a tie game, but I'll tell you what. Right now, the Eureka defense. I'll take the Eureka defense all day.
I know it didn't happen in a good set of circumstance, but if you're still a fan of Eureka, I'm a little concerned, but I'm not scared.
No, Vogel's firing the crowd up. I mean, here we go. Let's see, and they're on the 20. They're on 24 here, and 1 minute 24 seconds left. McCaffrey back as he has been all night in the shotgun. Take the call, Nate.
Here we go. McCaffrey rolls out as expected. Bit of a blind spot.
Picked. Picked. It is picked.
Ball is picked at the 35-yard line. It's just what we called for. I live for this moment.
Yeah. And look, we're homers. Let's just admit it.
I was told to be neutral, but how could you not be How could you not be impressed? I mean,
that's Josh Mead. We'll call him a converted linebacker.
And the nickname of Batman. He kind of just snuck in there like Batman and picked it off.
And I'll tell you what, obviously that's huge. So Eureka will take over again. Knox only gets one play out of the turnover. Eureka ball on the Knox 36, a minute 19 left.
Barth calls for
Rondinelli.
Rondinelli looks for a hole, can't find it.
Nothing there.
Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, and did the ball come out again? Wow.
We have a flag down, though. Let's see what happened here.
I don't want to.
The Knox fans are signaling fumble, and Nate, it looks to be a
It
fumble
does.
and another turnover.
This is just
That's 3 straight
Crazy.
turnovers here.
on 3 consecutive plays.
Yeah, this is a wild
Offense for
sequence
13.
here.
The penalties decline. First down, Knox.
Eureka penalty will be declined.
That's all right.
Tell you what, so we have the interception by Eureka, and then the fumble, and Knox will take the ball back. Wow, wild game right here.
That's all you can say is wow.
Yeah.
I
3 plays, 3 turnovers, and we're at 1:12 left. Tie ball game,
72 seconds.
21-21. Knox ball on their own 37-yard line.
the bells are a-tolling.
Yeah, AC/DC in the air. Vogel waving the crowd on as he has all night. McCaffrey leads Knox onto the field.
And we get a little bit of a stampede rumble from the fans. Gotta love this Eureka crowd here tonight.
Yeah,
It's been
awesome.
fantastic.
Just awesome.
There we go, folks. Bit of confusion. I mean, play clock's not running. It is now. 23 seconds, 22, plenty of time. Calls for it. Handoff.
Nope, keeper McCaffrey
Keeper, my
left
bad.
side.
Sorry, excuse me.
You're fine. And he gets, what do you think, 6 or 7 on the run?
You're sure. Let's go with that.
Well, you know, I mean, it is hard to tell because those options are executed so effectively. Let's give him credit.
We got to give him credit.
McCaffrey tucks and runs around the left side,
It
picks up about
should
6.
be noted that we are officially under amended here at McKenzie Field.
Yeah, clock's running, Nate. We're at 45 seconds. Good point.
Passing situation. McCaffrey drops back.
Oh, he's
Big
open,
play!
Nate. Deep
Big
ball.
play!
Oh!
Oh boy! Is there a flag? There is!
There is a flag on
Wow! Wow!
But
Wow!
It's not a spot foul, right? It's not
Is it a spot foul? I don't know.
No, not in college. So we have pass interference on the play.
From a neutral perspective, you can almost anticipate after a play like that, there's going to be interference.
Pass interference, defense number 4, 15-yard.
I believe that's going to be a contact call.
Yeah.
Didn't look back to make a play. I'm not sure on the rule. Honestly,
I don't.
There did look to be
know.
contact. So what we're going to have is a 15-yard penalty, I believe. We have 36.7 seconds left, folks, in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game, 21-21.
Tighten those seatbelts.
Tighten the seatbelts. Knox ball on the Eureka 41. That's the situation. Nate Shirt's on the call.
Here we go. McCaffrey looks for the play. Calls it out. One back in the backfield. Crowd getting into it as they should in such an imperative situation. McCaffrey does a little check there. Calls for the ball. Looks back. Throws. Dump off path. Can he break a tackle? He does, and run out of bounds. I don't know exactly how this is. I can't see a spot.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, he picked up some yards. So on that play, McCaffrey got into open space, was able to get around Chris Friend, which doesn't happen a lot,
No, it
and
does
take
not.
it down the sideline. Although he didn't pick up a lot, so we're going to be on the 25 here.
The referee's mic was on for half a second. I don't know if there was something that happened. Did we miss it?
So I'm going to keep. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we're at 29 seconds, folks. If you're watching on YouTube, 29 seconds left.
And
Keeper.
no, keeper.
All right, run out of bounds. Clock will stop.
Ball on the.
Clock will start on the snap.
We're at 23.8 seconds now. Fourth quarter tie game.
Oh, either way, it's been an exciting game, and
Yeah, Knox is threatening. It is exciting.
Go boys. Sorry, bit of a homer moment there.
I mean, we can do it now. We're Eureka College.
Yeah.
Need to stop here if you're Eureka. McCaffrey back in the shotgun. It's a handoff. Ozier breaks through. He's going to score.
He's going to score.
He's going to score, and Knox will take the lead here with only 18 seconds left.
18 seconds. You almost had to say that you knew something like that was going to happen.
Well, yeah, that's a draw play. Ozier up the middle. 16-yard run. Knox takes a 27-21 lead pending the PAT.
Pending the PAT. boy.
Just a wild fourth quarter.
Just a wild fourth quarter, but the game is not over, as we should point out.
No, there's time on the clock. Extra
And the
point's
kick
good.
is good. Knox fans showing some enthusiasm, as they should.
7 seconds remaining in the game.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's.
Red Devils 21.
And if you're Knox College on this kickoff, I would venture to guess it was not a. It's going to be a keep it away from Rondinelli move here.
I'm guessing Squibb. There's 18.7 left on the clock. Not over. It's been a wild game. Anything can happen here. 28-21 Knox. Touchdown lead on the run by Ogier. Eureka takes the field to receive the kick.
There we go, and there is Kuzi and Rondinelli
Yeah.
back.
Stranger things have happened. I've
Stranger
seen a lot of
have
things happen on this
things
field.
happen. Very historic field. I
Yeah.
mean, for all
If
intents
it-
and purposes, we do have to mention Ronald Reagan at least once. He played on here, so what do you think could happen?
Yeah, that's right. You never know. You never know. And there's time, there's hope. So here's the kickoff. It's a squib.
Oh, boy.
Charlton on the return. We'll pick up 10 or 15. And Eureka will get a couple of shots here at a deep ball from the, we'll call it the 45, 41 of Eureka.
Yeah.
So
Red Devils at the 41.
have to go 61
be.
yards in 13.8 seconds.
Which we've seen it happen. Not all 61 yards, but those big plays have been I don't want to call it a theme, but a commonality, it seems like, by both teams.
There's life. There's life. We'll see what happens here. Colton Johnson coming out.
Johnson, the late senior leadership in this big spot. I didn't see it coming, but here we go.
The senior quarterback out of Lewiston, see what he can do. Get one downfield deep, obviously, here. So 5 receivers split. Reason over in the left slot. Johnson
looks, throws.
It's caught. It'll be complete out to about the 50.
9 seconds.
Gives him a little bit shorter field. Maybe get 2 shots in with 9 if you can get out of bounds. First down, obviously, clock stops also. I don't know the timeout situation for Eureka. I feel like we might have one left. There's nothing on the board. We don't know for sure.
Yes, that is a true statement.
Apologies, probably shouldn't say it.
It's all right. First time doing this. Gonna be.
Yeah,
It's been real fun.
Not spot on, but it's been a great night. A lot of fun, even though this is a Knox lead right now. Here we go. Last chance for Eureka. 4 receivers split right. And nothing there.
One more play.
One more shot. Put one in the end zone here.
Good old-fashioned jump ball.
I know that this Eureka College team is not going to be happy with this, but they did some good things tonight. It's not over. I'm not saying it's over, but let's credit both teams.
Yeah.
Great game. I mean, obviously you want to win.
Yeah.
But going forward, this is a non-conference game, and we have a UMAC schedule to play.
Yep.
And we can take a lot away whether we win it or lose this.
Yep. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But maybe before we talk about that, we do have another play to run here with 4 seconds left, so I don't want to get too presumptuous. We've got Kuzi and Parks put to the right, Rondinelli in the slot.
There we go.
Reason over in the slot left. And number 19, that's Caleb Favre, split wide left.
True.
Colton Johnson in at quarterback.
I have not seen Colton's arm just let her fly and see.
He can, yeah. I mean, he can get it there. We'll see if he gets a chance to step up and sling one deep. Okay, he's going to get.
Here we go.
He's going to get a pass off. It's going to be knocked down.
That's going to be knocked down.
That's going to end the game.
That's going to be in the game at a final score of 28-21 Knox. here in the inaugural night game at the 6th Annual Lincoln Bowl. Even if you're a Knox fan, you have every right to you got to be happy. It happened. You won. If you're a Eureka fan, you got to be excited for what you see. I know it was a bit of a heartbreaker, but those things happen in sports. So
yeah, my only comments. Let's give credit to both teams. Eureka's going to be fine. I said, we have a conference schedule to play. Lots of talent on that field tonight.
Yeah.
I credit both teams.
I do too.
I give Knox some credit. Matt McCaffrey stepped up. Both these teams are going to, I think, have good years. So
yes, they are.
The takeaway tonight really is great night of football. The field here, again, we'll say it one last time, is absolutely stunning. The turf, the lights. We had a great night, Nate. I enjoyed calling the game with you.
It was fun.
Yeah, it really was.
We will be back with you in 2 weeks for football. Bit of a plug. We will be playing volleyball on Monday, I do believe, against Lincoln Christian.
Okay.
And I will be doing my best on that. I've not had much experience with volleyball, but we'll see what happens.
Is that a live broadcast?
That's a live broadcast,
okay,
sir.
So tune in and listen to Nate.
We appreciate you joining us here on this exciting evening, and we thank you for joining us. This is Nathan Church along with Jason Zimmerman signing off from McKenzie Field, and we hope you have a good evening. Thank you.